to Gaming with a Side of Salt. This is my puppy, Scarlet. Yes, she is. She's a cute puppy.
Doggo.
And we have nothing to talk about. Great show. Welcome. See y'all later.
Yep.
Anyway.
Later.
I know we got stuff to talk about. It's just not very well researched.
Well,
Yeah.
there is something I do want to talk about before we jump
it's
into
it's
anything.
more research than what Hassan puts out. So
Please.
I mean, his chat
the
aids
only
him into spurging out for 20 minutes all the damn time with zero knowledge on it.
He's
So-
the
Man,
most
why would
unhappy, joyless person ever. I mean,
Well-
even when he tries to make a joke and kind of laugh, it's cringe and unconvincing.
Look,
his laugh
look,
sounds
look,
like
look.
he's still in puberty.
Look, it's not his fault that his grandparents were first cousins.
Oh, that's true, bro.
So
that explains the little head and everything, doesn't it?
that explains a lot about him. So that's all I gotta say. But
This is why we
anyways,
don't have incest people.
yeah, that's why we avoid first cousins and everything else that comes with it.
It's like,
So
I know that's a big thing for the Muslims, but the rest of the world stopped dating their cousin a long time ago.
Well,
yep.
maybe not the royal family, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, the royal family's a little weird, so
Yeah,
there's
that's a
reason why
different
they're not in
story.
charge.
Sorry. All right, go ahead, Nick. I know you're trying to say things. Go.
So I want to talk about this game that's coming out this year. It's called Trees Hate You.
You know, I saw a short of this, and I was like, "What is it? Why is this?"
Hey,
Yeah.
it looks fun. I mean, think about it. Bunch of trees trying to like rage bait you in different ways and trying to punch you, chase you, and kill you off. I mean,
It looked rage-inducing, honestly.
but I love it. It's so different. Like,
So Chad and I actually covered this a while back, and we talked about it at one point.
I mean, look.
But yeah, this is just great because like they all move and they're trying to kill you.
It's like, nope. And his only precious weapon. Oh. I love the
my
abuse.
gosh, it's so bad.
I love it.
Trees hate you. Let's bring up the Steam. I don't think we brought it
That's
up.
just
yet.
like saying,
It's
just
the only
be
the-
sad.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So the only thing we got is just the demos it's in Itch.io. But the full version is going to be for this year, so we're still waiting. And I have it under my wish list, so you know what I'm going to be streaming.
You're gonna see how far
That
you can
Mouse
get with
PI
the
game is
trees.
coming out. I think it's coming out within the next few days, and I'm really excited about that. I cannot play a first-person shooter to save my life because I suck, but it looks so interesting because they've got like the same aesthetic as like the really old cartoons, and it's in black and white, but they've got like they're crossing that with this film noir thing. So he's talking like a hard-boiled detective and everything, and it's just I was like, I like this. It tickles my soul a little bit.
It doesn't have a price
know,
yet.
I woke up on a Tuesday and I, with a headache that was splitting my head in two different ways. So I had a little bit of the hair of the dog that bit me. That kind of thing, where you're monologuing for literally no reason. It's just great. I was like, I miss this type of storytelling. We don't do this anymore.
Nope, we do not. You need a bed, puppy. If you're gonna stay up here, like right here off to the side or something, then I could put you in stream, and then we could not put a shot collar on you because you know
Grace!
about that life. But anyway, so the meme of the day. Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? The meme of the week, I guess, technically. So, the NPC that asked for a year ago medicine for his wife.
Dang.
Yeah, that's like my entire life in Skyrim and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I've been holding on to this for like 3 years.
The funny thing is though, when it comes to things like that. I actually have this feeling of urgency. I act like it's actually happening, and then you do that and it winds up progressing the story, and I'm like, no, I had more sidetracking to do. I needed to squirrel all over the place. I've ruined it by taking you seriously. Hurry, please, like, stop saying this to me. I know it's a lie. You don't really exist, you liar. Anyway, what is
I have
this?
no idea why.
On the latest episode of What the Fuzz in
Why
New York?
somebody feels the need for us to look at this, but just in, on the latest episode of What the Fuck New York, a man responded at a subway station wearing a jacket that has multiple pouches with live roaches in it.
Yep.
I mean, Asmongold did get banned for a week, so is he in New York?
Yeah,
The
probably.
Roach King in New
he
York
came
right
out with
now?
his new merchandise. That's what this is. I just want to drop him, not to hurt him, but to kill all of those.
It's one of those clear jackets. Okay.
Well,
It's just filled with cockroaches.
yep.
Why?
I think maybe they're just saying this is how New York is now, full of roaches.
Well,
The
New
desire
York
to be
is
different,
definitely,
interesting, and edgy at the same time has found a human. It is infested a host, and it is this one.
Can you not lick my nose, please? Oh my goodness, my puppy. Puppy, you're gonna have to go somewhere. You can't be like right in the way this whole
Theo
time.
was going to be partially disabled like this entire episode. Yay! I was about
Probably
to say,
so.
did
Let's
we
check
do
in
this?
on our favorite first-person shooter.
This week in Marathon.
This week in Marathon, we lost 10,000+ people.
Dang.
I think the last time we checked, they had around 39,000, I think.
Yeah.
Was the last time we had actually checked. So it was actually a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we're still looking for that floor. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Dude, how they
36.
lost 10K?
Okay, maybe it was around 36. So yeah, I guess it lost around 10,000.
Oof.
But yeah, like they are steadily falling off.
Can happen to a
The
nice
marathon people are very upset every time you point it out. But also, apparently, I guess everybody is very confident that Sony is not going to pull the plug on Marathon. Which I can only think they're doing that just to purely justify their purchase of Bungie. Somehow, some way. But yeah, because they have pulled the plug on everything else.
Reports confirm actually that Bungie's Marathon has had a development exceeding $200 million, with with some estimates, like the reasonable ones, suggesting the figure is probably closer to 250 million, making it stupid.
I mean, that wasn't too far off what we were estimating like weeks ago, which was 250 to 350. So,
yeah, and the thing is, this is excluding live service costs. This is I don't even think that this is necessarily including the words, including the marketing. I think this is just what they put together just to make the game.
Yeah,
and I mean, look, it's again the same problem that we've had with a lot of these AAA studios, these games that are for like niche reviewers, which is these people who have literally nothing to do in their lives but sit around and play games and talk about them, or the game journalists. Like, they're appealing to one of these classes. And the thing is that that's not where your money comes from, my dude. That is a small market. You have to know who this is going to appeal to. I'm not saying don't make a game, but I'm saying know who it's going to appeal to, because if they put this game out and they had a much smaller budget, this could have been fine. I mean, I still hate Bungie. I still think it looks like eye cancer, but there are people who love this game. And for those people, this game should exist, even though Bungie is what Bungie is. But the thing is that they've overestimated the appeal of this, not understanding who this market is, who this is going to appeal to, who's going to buy this game, who's going to stay with this game. Apparently, not even 66,000 of the people who thought they were going to be in it in the beginning. This is such a failure. Like, it's not Concord.
I'm beginning to wonder if
Is it like a slow
It's gonna
acting
be like
Concord?
the end of Bungie. Like, is this where we lose Bungie?
The thing is that what
Because,
they did well, but it's just what they did was not worth doing. So
um,
this wouldn't be like so I think that the teams at Bungie, the technical teams, the people who do the movement, who do all of the tweaking and everything, those people know what they're doing and they do a darn good job. I mean, I hate this aesthetic, but their trailer was still a banger. I was like,
yeah,
man, this if this didn't hurt my brain so much to look at, I would totally be like, this is
it was
cool.
very intriguing. And
But
it made me
it just looks like eye
for it.
cancer. So
And the gunplay is on point because those
yes.
guys know how to do anything. It's gunplay.
Yeah, they
It's
do
just
gunplay well, and their
like,
movement is top tier. It just
you
really is.
know,
It feels good to move in these games, but
Sony spent over $3 billion on Bungie.
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
bad investment.
Well,
when
what
I
they need to
heard
do
that they
though,
were thinking buying Bungie, I was not expecting them to drop $3 billion because Bungie was not worth $3 billion.
yeah, they were
At least
looking
I
at like
didn't
a
think it was
decade
worth
ago.
$3 billion, but apparently somebody out there evaluated them as a $3 billion company, and it's like, are you sure about that? Have you looked at their numbers lately? I mean,
Well, see,
maybe
the thing is
three
that one
billion
thing that
back
Bungie can
when they
do
were
is
doing
they
Halo
can
2
market.
or first Destiny or something. But damn,
Yeah.
um,
So, I mean, honestly, it's the people at the top who are making the decisions. It's not that they did a bad job with what they did. It's that what they did was not worth doing. So, whoever made the decision, yeah, let's make Marathon into an extraction shooter, was a retard and should be fired and never have a job again. And that's right, I say it just like that on purpose because I'm
they've
fancy.
made themselves a nice niche game for a niche audience, but
Yeah.
I feel like they needed to make something that was more mainstream appeal to justify their existence.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and even if they wanted to make their niche game and that be like the thing that they did, they should have put more of their resources into something else that would be a side project to say we're not just a one trick pony. Um, I mean,
I don't know, maybe revive Destiny 2?
yeah, stop being retards on that as well. I mean, Destiny 2 is not a bad game. It's just a game that's lost its way. And that's why people are just like just let it get dusted, man. Just let it die and then just restart
It's
with
like
Destiny 3.
World of Warcraft sometimes. It's like let's just end it and move on, guys. But anyway, I figured we'd check in on there.
Just because it's funny and it gives us the giggles. It gives me the
Yeah,
giggles because I hate them.
because I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like we've watched Sony do this, where they've acquired things like they acquired the Concord studio, they scuttled
Ooh.
that like that, but which is weird because they put everything into Concord. Like they put marketing behind that. They did that Amazon show with it. They were going to make that like the face of Sony. PlayStation for whatever reason. That was their go-to. They just scuttled all of that. Took out the development team, which was an unknown team for most everyone. And I think that at this point, if it wasn't for the fact that it was Bungie's name behind it, they probably would have already gone ahead and
Yeah.
be at least talking about shutting down and just completely destroying the studio altogether. But I
Yeah.
mean, it could be we could be looking at one of those what is it, Suicides Killed the Justice League
Yeah.
situation,
Mhm.
where they've got enough money to sit there and continue to float this until
Until they don't. Mhm.
which could be a year out, because that's what they did with that.
Yeah.
They floated that for about a year and said, "Okay, all right, fine, we'll finish at the end of the year. It's going down."
It would be I think that for the sake of their own egos, they wouldn't let this completely flop. Even they wouldn't pull a High Guard on it or even a Concord on it just because it would be too embarrassing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that with the Bungie acquisition, Bungie is such a known name. When people bought Bungie, when Sony bought Bungie, everybody was like, "What?"
Yeah,
But
no.
when everybody bought when Sony bought Firewalk, everybody was like, "Who?" So it's not quite the same thing. There's a lot more writing on this. I mean, for all that we like to believe that CEOs are purely rational beings that are literally just driven by the numbers. I think that they do have egos and that they have they want to be right. They want to be proven correct. And so I don't think that they're going to shutter Bungie off of this. They should fire some people. Whoever thought this was a good idea to greenlight for over $200 million was an idiot and should not work again. But well, at least they shouldn't work in that capacity again because they clearly failed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they floated this as long as they floated it.
What, the game itself?
No, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Has it shut down yet?
I'm
not sure.
106 players,
Let
my
me
God.
check.
We've got 106 players right now.
So the all-time peak though was only like 13.5 thousand. That's crazy. So I mean,
it was 13, and then like the next month in March, it dropped down to 3,000.
yeah.
And it barely came above 1,000 for the most part, with the exception of right here where they added that new stuff.
Yeah, I think that has to do with a lot of bad marketing and at the same
But
time.
I am surprised that even floated as long as it did. I thought they had better numbers than that, at least.
No.
I thought they were in the 20,000s, the 30,000, concurrent.
Well, the problem with this
that was not. I was wrong.
Well, the issue with it is the fact over the game in question, how it was marketed and everything else. That's one of the reasons why it flopped.
I mean, I'm sure it has nothing to do with killing Batman or anything either. So.
Well, no, because I don't think it has to do much. It has to do with something else there. But all I know is that it was just bad.
It was a bad game.
Yeah, but the thing is that I think that again, this is the testament to Bungie's capabilities, even with a bad idea that most people probably don't like. It still plays well. Everybody who plays it, even people who don't like it, say it plays really well. It is technically a very good game. It is technically well done. It's just again not worth doing. Like you could make the most wonderful art out of poop in the world, but it's still art out of poop. I mean, it doesn't matter. It looks like the Mona Lisa now. It's out of absolute crap. It's literal crap. So
well, I got some news now. I got an update here from Artemis 2.
Okay.
It landed safely.
We didn't hear anything. I have been robbed.
You didn't hear the sonic boom.
I heard no boom.
There was a brief moment I heard a gurg and then it was gone and I'm like, what the heck? Then I just like oh well, whatever.
You were supposed to hear the sonic boom and be like, oh, boom.
The thing is that Southern California is
really there you go.
Large.
So they landed safe and sound, and they're in the ocean, so they're good.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that, though. I really am.
Yep.
Splashdown, sending post landing command now.
Nice. So I didn't even realize they had. I didn't even realize they had reached the moon yet.
Well, yeah, actually they did, and here's the thing. This is a good thing because the way how fast they went from going over the moon and just getting that speed that they were looking for, that tells me a lot of how far we have gone through technology now.
Well,
and
see, I don't know how fast we went the first time, right, or anything. And I was listening to their launch, and they're like sitting there hitting 15,000 miles an hour, and I'm just like, shit, can we actually go that fast? Like, is that something we're allowed to do yet? Like,
yes,
without like inertial dampeners or anything weird like that from the science fiction stuff, are we allowed to do that kind of speeds yet?
Well, there's still going to be doubters no matter what. They didn't actually go there because space is fake and gay.
Yeah, no, the flat earthers apparently
the flat earthers have been flat earthers have been seething all week, which is very nice.
Okay, guys, like help me out. Help me with a thought experiment because I don't understand this. Why do they care? Like, that's the thing.
They want the Earth to be flat.
But why? What does it matter? If the world is flat, if it's not flat, what does it matter? Like, you still have to go to work in the morning. Like, who cares? Why are you going so hard on this?
Well, there's like this model of like ice walls or something and like a more broader Earth out there with other civilizations. And I think that's what matters is like we're apparently like the scrubs being held in. Have you ever seen Attack on Titan?
No. I
Okay.
saw the first episode, and when the mom got bit in half, I was like, I'm out.
I saw a few episodes.
Well,
of
it's kind of like the story to Attack on Titan, is what flat earthers think is really happening, essentially, except there's just no Titans.
and they don't believe Australia is real.
Well, I don't believe Australia is real either. It's
Australia
kind of like
can't be real. I
Ohio.
refuse to believe
Just
it's real as
doesn't
well.
exist.
Just like birds and whales. But I kid, of course.
Birds are surveillance devices. Thank you.
Yes, birds aren't real.
And
But
Birds aren't real either.
and,
but the
and
thing
to
is that I just don't understand. Like, okay, let's say you're right. Let's say that you're right, but you don't have concrete evidence. Well, just believe it. But like, this is like a community of people who just like sit around and talk to each other. Like, you believe that the Earth is flat too, right? Yes, so do I. Okay, cool. Like, we believe this. Yeah, they're so adamant about it, and I'm like,
They are. I met
If
one in real life once.
if I found
It
out
was awkward.
tomorrow that holy crap, the flat earthers were right, I'd be like, huh, all right. And I'd go on with my life. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's so imperative to their worldview, unless it's the same. Like, I have a theory that a lot of people are really addicted to the idea of having secret knowledge and being in the know, being the one
Yeah.
who sees, the one who knows.
I mean, that's what the
And
Illuminati's for.
yeah. Well,
The
and that's the thing. They
Freemasons.
want to believe that they know the truth, the true truth, the hidden truth that nobody else knows, and that makes them better people or something. So
man, that kind of reminds me of like Paul in the Bible actually mentioned there's going to be people like that
Yeah.
they presume there's these super apostles that they would basically hold out truth only to find out it's BS. It's full of cow dung.
Listen, I had to work with a flat earther and didn't realize he was a flat earther. And I was sitting there, right? And this guy is like my unloader at the
And
time.
you're like, and you
And
have
then
your
this other
pants
guy-
on correctly and everything. I could never have known.
And I started laughing at this thing because I thought it was ridiculous, and I was listening to it. And he goes, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry, that was this thing I was listening to." And he asked about it, so I was explaining it to him, and it was apparently these guys disproving a flat earther bullshit kind of thing. And I thought it was interesting, so I was listening to it and stuff. Yeah, and he looks at it, and I'm in the middle of explaining it to me, or explaining it to him, and he looks up and he goes, "But the Earth is flat." I looked back and was like, funny. Anyway, so I didn't believe him. He's like, "Nah, dude, seriously, the Earth is flat." I was like, "You're joking, right?" Because this is a flat earther guy, and I was like, "No, those other guys, the round earthers, they don't know what they're talking about. It's bullshit." Wait, what? Like he's adamant. I
Yeah.
looked at it. He was just like straight up, like you could see it. He convinced in his eyes the Earth
Yeah.
is flat.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm gonna go back out.
Yeah. I'm
not doing it.
I just
I got back in the truck and I left. He lost his job shortly after that because he was doing stupid things in the fork. Listen, they were in the forklifts and they were doing donuts in the middle of the warehouse.
okay, that's cool.
And
but
you
also,
know how you watch
yeah.
videos where somebody will turn and accidentally hit something and knocks over 15 rows of whatever? Yeah, they were really close to doing something like that on purpose, right?
Mhm.
And then he put it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's
And then they had befriended all the top brass of the warehouse on Facebook. So they saw it on their page at some point. And naturally, he got himself fired. But I was just like, because I was talking to another guy a little bit after that, was like, "Dude, I think he believes the Earth is flat." And he's like, "No, he really does." Like, he was telling me about it one night, which is why I just I go and I do something else, and I'm not near him most of the night because he just went on and on about how the Earth was flat and there was an ice wall, and I was like, "He's for real?" Wow.
Yeah, I bumped into those types of people from a few times, and let me tell you, yeah, they are. It's kind of scary that I exist with people like that.
Well, it's just the adamance. It's the same thing with the didn't land on the moon kind of thing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
well, they're lying to you. Why?
Why? Like, do you even like? Should you even care? Like,
Well, I think their reasoning for why is because we were in a space race, right? And they
yeah,
wanted to pretend that they
against
had made
communism.
it there first or something.
Well, if that's
Yeah.
the case, then Russia would have would have pointed out that that was a lie really
Yeah,
quickly. As soon
yeah,
as they
yeah,
could.
the
Yeah, I
Soviet-
mean they were there too, right? So they would have
Yeah.
eventually pointed it out.
They'd be
Yeah,
like,
they would've been like,
all
yeah.
that stuff was fake. They'd love to do that, right? It
Yeah,
beggars
but-
belief. But anyway,
but
I just thought
here's-
this was funny.
Yeah, but while all of this going on and hearing Artemis finally landing,
Oh, dude, it's got sound on it, man.
oh,
Well, it's not playing sound.
it's
got-
you
so
have it
you've
muted.
got the little mute
that's
button on
because
there?
I didn't click the button for sound. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Boomer.
Zero.
Ah, that's just fake.
I got video proof here.
Nah, that's fake too.
Well, you can see the rocket.
Nah, I don't believe it.
We brought back rocks from the moon.
Nah, you gotta prove to me more than that.
The landing sites are visible using a telescope.
No, you gotta prove it to me.
They placed a mirror, and when you shoot a laser at it, you can observe the reflection.
No, I still don't believe it.
Wouldn't have Russia said something if it was fake.
Nope, not happening.
Why spend billions on the rocket, but then not actually land there?
I ain't buying into your bullshit.
Why speak of the landing and then have obvious mistakes in that video?
Nope, I don't trust you.
It is literally easier to land on the moon than to create and sustain such a big hoax.
Nuh-uh.
If you already succeeded in fooling the whole world, why try and do it again?
Nuh-uh. Ah, that's just fake.
It's just,
Well,
and it's just like it's like circular arguing. You're just, but
Yeah.
why? Because it is like, but
Yeah.
that's not. I don't understand, and you're so adamant about it. Like,
Yeah.
what? How can you
I don't
prove that it is, and why? And
me neither. But
hurts.
here's the thing, though. Artemis landed. They're safe and sound.
yeah, the point of all
and,
this.
and no, and
Forgot
and
about that.
and I'm reminded of this one particular song that I heard many years ago on a movie involving astronauts going to space.
Well, we can't play songs, so
Oh, that's fine. But
Yeah,
but
this
you can
is what
hear it.
happens.
But you can hear it at a free time.
in fact, I
This
can't
is what
even get
happens
the-
when we don't do
Okay.
research during the week. You get all of the
Listen,
links
listen.
in real time.
I'm right now trying to. Apparently
No vetting.
apparently the live chat has shifted itself because the link he sent me was so long that it didn't properly wrap it
Oh,
around
I
like it should
apologize.
have.
I
and
apologize.
I don't know why it's done this.
I don't know why it's as long as well either.
Well,
That's that's fine.
and now I can't shift it back. Are you kidding me? Let me see.
Oh,
there we go. I got
shoot.
it back. I had to shift
Alright.
some panels about.
Sorry
Sighs
about that.
heavily. Bro.
There we go.
Sorry.
No, that's not you. That's actually Zio. Like,
No, that was Rumble Studio.
yeah, that was Rumble Studio, and then Zio not knowing how to handle it. What is this?
Yeah.
Suddenly, just when I thought I was safe.
So,
What is this? Too deep to quit.
That
You know what? I
is
felt that.
that, right?
I think everybody's been there before.
It's
although
basically
that's
an
less
adventure
confusing.
game like Indiana
Oh.
Jones with Muppets.
Oh, okay. So this was something you said.
Everything's better with
beforehand.
Muppets.
You filthy!
I was waiting for music.
Oh no, that's something else. I'm sorry. For the music thing, let me see if I can find a shorter link.
Suddenly, just when I thought I was safe.
Banana peel.
Still looking for it.
It's
Give
a
me
real
second.
shame I ended up in this situation, because trust me, the treasure's right behind that
There
door.
we go.
And now you are the one that has to go get it. And don't forget, every step forward, you're already too deep to quit. You filthy beast!
Okay.
Just a new
Ah,
game.
shit!
that-
I hit the wrong button on my thing.
You know, I
Oh,
feel
Oh, it was Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing. Okay.
Yeah, remember?
don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah, that will definitely trigger some copyright flag.
Oh man. It's
Yeah.
so low. I had a friend who loved to sing that song, but she was tone deaf. Man, the cats would go crazy when she would sing. Oh, you got a new version of OBS. You know the new version? Not terrible.
Oh, no, I don't have a new version of OBS. I actually have Streamlabs set up properly now.
Boo.
So I've been doing things through Streamlabs lately.
Boo. to.
Listen,
Why everything
it
is
keeps the
broken.
stuttering from not happening.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's just like an error.
Yeah, well, there was a stuttering happening every time I was trying to do Crimson Desert.
Huh.
So it would like play a few seconds and then it would freeze on the output. Like I could see it and everything was fine on my end, but what it was actually outputting through Rumble Studio and stuff was stuttering. So
could it be that is OBS a bigger and heavier program than man, the tree shooting you with a shotgun is just hilarious.
no, it's not. Streamlabs is heavier than
OBS?
OBS bases.
Maybe you need to update OBS then.
So
because sometimes if you don't do that's why I do them. I don't like new things.
Personally, I like Streamlabs. It's just I was having a problem with it at one point in time, so I stopped using it.
Yeah, I remember it being a pain.
But I fixed it. So
for now.
It's good
Until
now.
it breaks again.
Until when that happens, I'll go back to OBS. So, I have options. Anyway, so this here. Let's talk about good news for somebody, right?
Oh yeah.
So I think this is something you linked in here, but
I
game
did.
dev Cakes77 and his wife react finding out his game has earned $250,000 and gone viral. What was this game again?
I don't know. I don't even know what the game was, and that's the funny thing about it. There are so many games in this, and that's the thing that AAA studios and even some AA studios aren't really picking up. There
It's
are
a
so
strategic tower
many
defense
games.
game.
You have so much competition, and people actually like really
TDD.
silly stuff.
Okay, so I absolutely
Is it
love
Tower
balloons.
defense.
Okay,
You absolutely love what?
balloons.
Balloons?
Balloons. 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 Balloons TD6. Balloons. It's a tower defense game. I love it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate
Great.
tower defense games. But
I love tower defense games.
But that's my
Oh,
point.
by the
There's
way,
so
real
much money
quick.
to be made out there.
This game is for free right now, everybody. Go check it out.
Ooh. How did it make money then?
It's
Maybe
free
it wasn't
right
free all
now,
the time.
so I don't know. It's normally not free. It was in one of these things somewhere. And I think it's only free for a few more days.
Which one is it?
Graveyard Keeper.
Graveyard Keeper. Okay.
100% discount, limited time. Build and manage a medieval graveyard while facing ethical dilemmas and making questionable decisions.
Oh my gosh! You just threw a body into the river.
Nah, nobody
Holy
saw
crap.
that, right? Anyway, so
That'll be fine.
it's normally, it's normally more than free. I'm not sure how much it actually costs, but it's free right now. So,
Well, I decided to get it right now, so thank you very much.
Oh, that's awesome.
does it have I think it's got
Oh, maybe it's got DLCs that I want you to buy
some
now.
DLC here. It looks like it's on sale too for 80% off. Anyway, no, I was looking up this guy's game. It's a tower defense, which is why I was like, oh, balloons. I love balloons. It's $10. Okay.
Okay, I mean it looks cute. It looks like it's fun. It's got lots of levels on it. Oh my gosh, I am not the smart enough to do these things. Like it's too much. Like I get flustered really fast. If you watch me play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, I get like a fairy pops up and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, where's my bottle? I'm
tower
freaking out. I'm running into walls. Half the time I accidentally like
has the
activate the
tower
fairy.
defense thing in it, and I absolutely love it. And that's Path of Exile. It should not have something like that, but it does. So yeah, that's all right. I mean, personally, I prefer balloons, but yeah, it does look like it'd be a good tower defense.
Yeah, but I mean that was kind of my point though, that there are so many games that are out there that are just made by single people who just had time on their hands and picked up Godot or something. And yeah, they don't realize that the market has changed. They're not the only game in town. There are so many things that people can play now. And they're still trying to charge like they're the movie studios, like, and that's why
Like they're the only game in town. Yeah.
yeah. Well, they're trying to act like like the movie studios who pretend that Netflix and YouTube don't exist. It's easier, it's more convenient sometimes, it's cheaper, and it's just as entertaining. And so yeah, and so this guy, made his little game, I guess, in his basement.
Yeah.
Why you turn the sound off?
I am.
I want to feel
Because
the
I'm
thing.
used to I'm used to turning sound off. Okay.
Aww.
Oh my god.
It's pretty awesome.
Stop.
It's so cool. I love this story. It just makes me happy. I mean, he could wind up being a terrible person, but like it's still just it's nice to see just work by a single dude who just decided, hey, let's do this fun thing, be rewarded and just be surprised because he wasn't in it for the money. It was for the love of the game, which
Yeah,
works out super well now because it actually is a game, but we're moving on from that. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I shouldn't say stupid things like that while you're drinking. I forgot. That could go terribly wrong. That either inhales or exhales, and either way, bad.
Either way, I could just die on the spot.
Well, either
Straight up,
you
yeah,
die
well,
by
listen.
asphyxiation, or you die because you spit your soda out everywhere and got electrocuted.
Oh
So,
my
yeah.
gosh! Yeah, electrification. Oh, apparently my nose hurts or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But anyway, so here's a game. The indie dev is making a game where you can literally play as an ancient Egyptian wall art. Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Nintendo's already done it, so I'm sure they're going to sue, but, that's neat. Like, I'm not kidding. Nintendo's done this already.
Yeah. They did it
several
on
of their Mario games where they'll like they've got like a toss back to the old days of Mario where it's just like on the wall or something and you're playing it through the thing and going up and whatever in some of the newer Mario games. So
Yeah, there was a Legend of Zelda that did that as well. It was actually
oh yeah,
a really
that's
good game.
right. When they did that, what was it, the HD or whatever remake of
A Link
which
to the
one was
Past.
it?
A Link to the Past.
No, Link to the Past was 2.5D.
No, was it Link Awakening? Maybe.
Oh, that's right. It might be Link to the. Gosh, it's not Link to the Past though, because Link to the Past is the first one that they did on N64.
Yeah, Link to the Past is the
No, A Link to the Past. No,
is the
A Link
Super
to the Past
Nintendo.
was Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
A Link-
but they did an overhaul of it, I think, too. So anyway, it doesn't matter. One
Yeah.
of them, they added that art thing to
Yeah,
it.
where you're on the wall.
I
and
know
you're
what you're
able to-
talking about. So Nintendo owns that mechanic, guys.
Yeah,
I
no
just
one can
hate
ever
that.
do this again.
Um,
All your ideas are
if you're
theirs.
successful, Nintendo might sue you. I'm sorry, but we will watch it. So, good luck to you in your endeavors.
Yeah, I mean that's a cool idea though.
Oh, let's see. Where?
What is this?
Oh, snap. Okay, you know what? I need to
Yes, they do.
I
I'm
need
sorry.
to
It will not.
that real quick.
I would want to watch somebody else play that. I know that I would rage too hard, but I want to watch somebody else play this on a live stream and just watch them get consistently madder. Just
Listen, eventually I want to play this game right here.
what game?
This.
Make good choices.
Yep, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to live stream it at some point. I'm sure it's going to be infuriating.
Are you going to make good choices?
I don't know.
'Cause I don't feel like that's your thing.
It may not be. I do a lot of stilling. Anyway, so where are we? Okay, here we go. So apparently the FTC just warned PayPal, Stripe, Visa, and Master. Federal Trade Commission Chairman Andrew Ferguson sent letters on Tuesday to the CEOs of everybody, warning them against debanking practices, including denying access to services due to customers' lawful business activities. This is something that has been needed for years at this point.
About time.
Like,
Yeah.
I get the argument of private business. I get that, but some businesses,
Some businesses are more
certain
private than
things
others.
out there are no longer just private businesses anymore. They are like active utilities that are necessary to go forward, right? With life. And banking is one of those things. You can't do anything without a bank account. You got to have a bank account. Nobody does checks anymore half the time. I mean, unless you want to get paid under the table or something, but for the most part, you need banking. You need to process
right back.
payments, stuff like that. And when the the four companies or whoever who are all owned by the same damn person all decide you can't bank with them anymore, you're locked out of like 98% of the banking infrastructure in the entire world.
Yeah.
And for doing what exactly?
Yeah,
Usually, whatever it is, it's not because it was illegal. It was just because somebody didn't like what you said.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable to do, to have that, being a thing. I mean, I don't like the idea of the government being involved in everything, but the thing is that there is a place for it, unfortunately, and
Yeah.
basically making it so that people cannot participate in society because of whatever bullcrap reason you've got, even if it's valid, like, no, that dude really did kick my puppy. It's like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Sue him, but you cannot take away his ability to, to bank. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah, on top of that, the reasoning behind a lot of this stuff is just bullshit anyway. It's like, it's like, what is it? Like NFW stuff and Henta content, right? It's like when because they're actively in a war with Japan right now, who's passing legislation and stuff and, doing all this stuff because of like hentai and anime and other various things of that nature, right? And it's just like, and when they start citing things, it's like, well, this could be, cause issues with our brand or some bullshit like that. And it's like, MasterCard, you don't have a fucking brand. Your brand is to hand money from one point to point B to point C, and that's it. Like, you were the middleman. Nobody gives a fuck that they're paying the hentai company, and you're just pulling the money from them and handing it to, the other person. Like, nobody cares about that. So this idea that it's ruining your brand is just bullshit. If anything, dude might be embarrassed that people found out that he has like 15 OnlyFans subscriptions.
Yeah.
But nobody cares that you facilitated his payment to those OnlyFans models. So,
no. But that's the thing, though. That's what people were trying to do, because it was something that other people were trying to use as a way to control what the populace was able to do. If you allow, it was, remember we were reading up on that. Oh my gosh, I think it was like a year.
There was feminists in Australia who was attacking Steam through the payment. They were attacking Steam, was unsuccessful, so then they were attacking like a Stripe and MasterCard in them.
Yes, they were trying to go through the payment process.
And it was all right around the same time that they showed up at Steam's doorstep and said, "You've got to remove all this content because it tarnishes our brand."
Yeah.
And the rest of us are like, nobody cares that you're facilitating the payments, guys. What the fuck?
Yeah, and that's really the problem. It's literally just because these women got like super felted over people doing stuff that they find reprehensible, whether or not it's true. I mean, I personally do find that, I do think that porn is bad for you and you should not do it. Also,
you do you, boo.
There comes a point where you got to answer to it. This is between you and Jesus at this point. Like I wash my hands of it, and you just go ahead and you hoist that petard and see how that flies for you.
But yeah, the other thing, of course, was like or weapons and stuff like that too. That they've
Mhm.
been kind of like high and whatever on for
Mhm.
years now about wanting to not allow people to purchase, exercise their Second Amendment rights and stuff, and actually purchase rifles and handguns and stuff like that without coming in and being, well, we're not sure if we're going to allow that payment to happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, who do you get to? You don't get to decide that, MasterCard.
Yeah.
Or at least you shouldn't be allowed to decide that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a law-abiding citizen. It's a lawful business activity. Unless you put that in your statement from the get-go, and even then, I'm just kind of like, I don't think that
You know, it's just one of
you
those
should be
things you
involved in it.
shouldn't
Like
be
your business
allowed
should
to.
literally be just your business.
Yeah, you just shouldn't be allowed to do that. If your entire business model essentially is just like, hand me money, I'll take 5%. Here's your money.
Yeah.
It's like,
But that's kind of when we get into the whole like, do you have to bake the cake? Do you have to, do you have the right to refuse services, services to someone for something? No shoes, no socks, no service. That kind of thing. Can you still keep that placard up in your wall? That's kind of where you get into that murky water. But sometimes you just have to come to the point where you say, yeah, because I said so, and the alternative is a bad world, and we don't want that. So you're like, but it's not completely consistent. Yeah, okay, fine, but also don't care. No. So I'm just, we're not doing this. Just no. You don't get to remove people from their ability to participate in the marketplace of society. Really, that's just not a thing. Yeah. Yeah, they really it was literally, wasn't it like 2 or 3 women in Australia who just got it into their heads that they were just gonna like use
it
their
was
Karen powers?
it was some kind of group of women. I forgot
Yeah,
what
but
they
it was
were.
started by like these 2 or 3 women who just
But they
were like,
were
you know what, we have all
definitely
of these
some
Karen powers just
very
lying
loud
around doing nothing.
Karens.
Yeah. They
But
became plaintiff
and
Karens.
that's what started the I think that's what started the Steam thing, but there was also something right beforehand with something else. I can't remember what it was. I think maybe it was the Japan thing was kicking off right then too. It's been a hot minute.
I don't remember what that was. There's been just so much with people trying to meddle in basically in genres and mediums that they don't actually care about, but they saw that someone's doing something in that medium and they're like, I don't like that very much. Oh, okay, well, don't do that. No, I feel that nobody should do that though. Okay, maybe nobody should do that, but they could do that. See, should and could are not the same thing,
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
there are plenty of things that people
you
should
can bring
not
a
do.
horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if they want to do the thing, let them do the thing. They're an adult; they'll figure it out in life.
At some point, you have to give them over to Jesus. It's just the way it is.
You just have to. Speaking of giving them over to Jesus, there was a video somewhere I saw right beforehand, and I don't know where it is now. But
Basically, the guy that was dressed up as Jesus was being taken up the crane, up and up and up and up.
no, it was some guy. He was at somebody's house, and he was like ringing their ring.
Oh yes,
And saying "let
they
me in"
arrested him.
kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And
they
it was
arrested
like,
him.
who the hell is that guy? And he like broke this bell and everything. And I was like, this is what's great to live in Tennessee or something, because then you can answer the door with a gun, and then they can answer to that gun if they still feel the need to talk. But the guy was going freaking nuts.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Give me a second, I can find it for you.
Yeah, we're looking for a thing, and I'm looking in the wrong spot for the thing.
Manamana.
I put it in the chat.
Manamana.
Yep, I found it too.
I
Yay.
put it up first. Whatever, man.
Psychopath right there. That
Let's go right here. I'm not going to turn it on because he shouts really, really loud, but like he gets all upset.
Man, if he did that in my
But
door,
yeah, he like gets like
he
all
would
up
be
in the
eating. He'll be
camera.
eating. No, I'm gonna tell you this: if he did that to my door, baseball bat face first.
But this guy,
I live in
not
California.
only is he just complete Reddit mod, like this is a Reddit mod. I guarantee you he is.
Dude, he's
somewhere.
got
Probably is.
look at the
Reddit
trench
mod
coat he's got on
energy.
now, man. This dude LARPs in his head. He thinks he looks a very specific way.
But he's like over here going, "Do you know who I am? I
Yeah.
own this neighborhood. I will end you." And it's like, dude,
Bro, why does he
It's
have?
like, I don't know where this is, but geez, you people are waiting. Somebody should just knock the guy out of this point.
Like I said, if he were doing it my door, baseball bat face first, no hesitation. But why is he wearing sandals, man? That's insulting.
Yeah, no, listen. Not only is he wearing sandals, but he's got socks on.
No, he doesn't.
And those are the split toe sandals too.
No, he doesn't.
Like,
He doesn't have socks on.
are you sure? Because those look like socks.
No, those are his very, very, very pale feet.
Oh, are they?
Jeez.
Yes, dude.
Maybe they are.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Look
Yeah,
at his.
dude, he's wearing an anime shirt. He's wearing sandals with no socks,
Is he all right?
and he's wearing this trench coat right here. Dude has
Dude,
a
and his-
feeling of how he looks. He thinks he looks like the main character right now.
Dude,
Man,
it's
it doesn't-
definitely a Reddit mod. I
Oh my
guarantee
God.
Yeah.
you,
He is feeling
if we
himself right
looked
now.
at his computer, he is a Reddit mod for 15 different subreddits, right? And he's given us that Stel 3000 energy.
Oh, but those eyebrows, they look like Ben Shapiro's eyebrows.
Oh gosh.
Dude, even
Those
Ben Shapiro's
brows.
eyebrows aren't that big. We're talking about Eugene Levy at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of reminds me almost of
Eugene
that's
Levy,
an
yeah.
insult to Naruto stuff. But anyway. No, he gets all upset. He's like over here going, just like, you know,
Yeah, he's
who
got
I
like a
am?"
Demon Slayer shirt on.
Oh, do what? It's a Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Yeah. He really thinks he looks cool. He thinks he looks like the main character. He's like, I'm an anime character, and I'm going to
look at
do
him. He's
whatever
like-
he's going to do. He thinks he looks awesome.
Like, see, right here, this already is just, he was essentially an annoyance at this point, but now he has decided to break things and, shoot, what is that called?
Well, this was on Pacific
Vandalism.
time, so we're looking at either Oregon or Washington or California. You cannot shoot people because
Yeah,
they're
no, that
stopping at your
sucks.
door. I mean, if they come inside of your house and point a gun at you, it's still debatable as to whether or not
Yeah,
it's
I'm
okay.
pretty
to-
sure you have like a duty to retreat, don't you? Like climb out a window and get out of
Fortunately,
your
I'm a
own
girl
house.
and I'm small, and I can be like, bro, I don't run. Like, what do you
Like,
mean?
can you imagine if
Retreat.
they would allow people to actually use their Second Amendment right here?
They don't let you arrest shoplifters for shoplifting in this state. Like, they don't believe in you being able to defend yourself. They want us all to be sheep. Let's lose it.
Now this is a picture.
Yes. That
I
does
feel
remind
like
me of that
this is-
Eminem song, though, right?
This is on a CD somewhere. It needs to be on a seat, like a CD cover or something from the 90s. Ah, look at that guy.
When did that song come out?
I don't know. It was 90s, maybe early 2000s.
What's worse is that he was like asking for the
2004.
He was basically asking for the person that lives there, their daughter.
Yeah, I know, which was really weird too.
And I'm all like, bro.
Absolutely not.
I'm like, bro, you're
Are we sure
in
those
big-
aren't socks? I'm almost
Either way,
positive
it's
those are
just-
socks.
Those are not socks. You can see his individual toes, my dude.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you can. I've
Okay,
looked, and
alright.
I'm worse for it. I'm not.
Look at him. He's walking. He's walking. Oh yeah.
Look when he's
that's right,
just standing there.
walking
You
back.
can see each individual toe. You can see the lines in the toes. At first, I thought they were tabi socks. In which case, I was a bit like, okay, the otaku's done gone crazy,
Oh,
man.
yeah, you're right. Right there, I can see those
This is
toes now.
insulting to the weeboos.
Yeah, no, I feel. I'm
Update, he's
getting
been
like
arrested.
third-hand
Saw.
embarrassment from this guy.
He really thinks great things about himself, though. Update, he's been like, dude, his face through all of this. It's just hilarious.
man, if he does go to jail, we all know he's gonna be the bottom. We all know he's gonna be bottom.
He's not going to be touched, honestly. I don't think. His name is
well,
Nichols Jason Thomas. He was born in 1996. He is 5'10", 210 pounds.
Oh
That's
wow,
cat.
we know a lot about this guy, don't we?
Well, we do now, thanks to Solano County. I'm thinking it's
Oh,
California.
update, arrest made.
Yep, he got arrested.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
reading right
all
now.
this information's in the system now.
Just
this
lose
is
it.
my neighborhood. Well, bitch,
That's like
you're
in
about
my
to
head
have
now.
a street named after you when I'm done.
This is hilarious to me. It's just, I don't know, man.
Oh, that's just great.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep,
yes, you're
yep,
on the
yep,
exact same one as
yep,
me. Good.
Yep.
Okay, now
Looks like him.
he is the guy. Oh my gosh, dude! Because we were running out of memes, and you have supplied so many.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your gun's looking at you.
Your gun's
Well,
looking
see,
at you
look,
like.
this is what happens when you're in a state you can't use them.
Bro said.
I know, seriously, this is great.
Oh, man. Yep. Looks about right. Bro was LARPing hardcore. Yep.
Oh, he's
Oh,
LARPing like that.
Urban
Oh yeah, it's all
Fantasy
LARPing. He is so
Chicago,
self-serious.
really?
He takes himself ridiculously seriously.
God, it lasted too long for my liking. I would have ended it. Yeah.
Seriously.
Everybody.
This is why this stuff only happens in states and cities where you guys aren't allowed to have things.
Correct response. Oh, this one. I remember this one. Basically, I know the context behind this one. Basically, there was a breakup. Dude couldn't let it go, and was coming into. Yep. Was trying to
He
break
got
in.
shot. He got shot.
Yeah. Break in.
Oh, he done. He is done.
No, the thing is, they gave him a warning. He wouldn't listen, and yep.
Yeah, you don't get to come inside. You don't get to put me in further danger. And just,
more
one of the
things
things
like
is hope
that
to get lucky.
happen, you would have less people doing this.
Yep. Average
If you
Redditor.
allowed more things
don't
like
agree with
this to happen and nature take its course.
Yeah, scroll down. It says, "Average Redditor mod when you don't agree with this."
At least I'm not the only one who was thinking that.
Damn, that was good.
Anyway, so we have yet to really get into the news. So
we laughed at Marathon. That was fun.
Oh, that is true. We did do that.
Yep.
And then we
So
learned
let's talk
that
about the
Trees
AI,
Aren't Real.
or,
Well, I'm sorry, Trees Hate You is going to be a game
shoot, that
to
wasn't supposed
watch.
be in this.
Play if you want to work on your patience. If you like, I feel like God
we
wants to be more patient. Play Trees Hate You.
Okay. I
Okay, go
finally found the thing we were supposed to be at, the AI takeover. So we've got another month, and another month the the translators, the people who say we have to have them, have made yet another reason for why they want AI to take over their jobs.
Yep.
So they censored and changed the word tsundere.
Tsundere. What is
And
that? What, I can't read what this says.
well, I'll bring it up. But anyway, so it's like, human, why hello there. How's your fragile male ego holding up?
Ugh.
That's what the translators decided to write. The AI, I'm here, you tsundere bastard.
Yes,
In Japan, I'm here, you tsundere bastard.
dude.
So-
AI, man.
You know, and it's just like, guys, you every freaking month you do another thing to get us to want the AI faster to
Yeah,
replace you with. Like, we are not going to cry or shed a tear when all these Japanese companies drop you.
we really
And the
aren't.
fact that it's speeding up even faster because Twitter put out that auto translate patch,
Yep.
and the Japanese have found out things
Yeah, and
like the Crunchyroll stuff that they've been locked out of this whole time.
Yup.
you know what?
Yeah.
I actually became friends with with some of the Japanese people during that weekend, when Twitter was like doing some sort of exchange with a bunch of Japanese and talking about barbecue and all that. And I've friended at
It
least
was so wholesome.
yeah, they're very wholesome people, and I've actually have 4 of them befriend them, and they're following me back. And we have so much common interest that I'm all like, "Oh, this is fantastic," and they don't like what's going on in some parts of the U.S.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anybody does.
No, not like this, especially stuff like this. They feel insulted.
It is
Yeah,
because it is
we've got the
insulting. That's why
person
we're
up
so
here
mad.
who is confused about their gender, right? And they are the translator. And they're like, fun fact, in the Japanese, Morgana is calling him a tsundere here, and you have no fucking idea how many brainstorming sessions it took over several weeks to come up with this translation.
But
Or
it's
you
not.
could have just translated it.
Yeah.
There
Like,
was no reason for you to find weeks to figure out how to translate tsundere into something completely unrelated.
Exactly.
Why? I mean, the thing is that the line hits so hard in the second one. It's so verbose that it takes all of the punch out, and for the human version, it's really the leftist meme of basically all of their attacks coming in giant blocks of text. You're just like, dude, this is not how you do wit. This is not brevity is the soul of wit, my dude. And it's the soul of a good insult. You gotta keep it short, keep it quick, keep it pithy. That's why I'm not very funny, because I talk too dang much. But see? But yeah, what is the Anon of Jacksonville say? Because I can see like just the
Oh,
top
I'll
of the
get to
words.
it. I'll get to it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Because there's no way for me to really minimize and bring it up.
I know.
This is
We gotta
Twitter,
fix your
unfortunately.
Rumble studio, man, because I remember that one week where we were able to see like the whole screen. It was such a good time. I miss it.
Well, we can do that. I can do this, right? No problem.
No. Like
But
where
when
we
I'm
were
in
on the
this
side.
mode, it won't stay that way.
No, I mean that week where we were on the side and the layout was a little bit different.
Oh, that's because we were using the other one. Well, the other one won't hold it. It won't remember anything. I have to manually type in absolutely everything for it. Like all of it over again, and I'm just like, I'm too lazy for that bullshit. Sorry.
Sighs heavily.
Anyway, so this is probably the very last line finalized in the script. We agonized over it for so long. So Anon of Jacksonville says, why not just use tsundere? Either people will understand it and get a kick, or people won't, and they'll look it up and learn it. Tsundere conveys a sense of hot and cold friendliness. Fragile Male Eagle seems a bit of a stretch. Or like a stretch.
It is it's not even a
Like,
stretch.
Fragile Male Ego doesn't even like.
No, not even close.
It's not even close to tsundere. Like, we all know what a tsundere is. If you're, into that kind of stuff, you've seen the tsundere type, you know the archetype, you know how they are, and it makes sense.
Yeah,
and again,
it's
if you're new to that word, you might look it up and find it, and then find a whole new world of anime you've never seen before.
Or if you're into old cartoons like Hey Arnold, Helga G. Pataki, enough said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. The archetype is actually something that's universal. We just don't use the word tsundere because we speak English, but
Yeah.
and we don't really categorize things that well, apparently.
No,
but I
we
mean,
don't.
the fragile male ego. That's not even in the same keeping with this. That's a terrible translation. Even if you're
No.
just saying like,
That's
oh
just
well, it
an
doesn't.
insult for insult's sake.
Well, it's not a good one. It's a
No,
girl
it's
coded
not.
insult. It's
It makes
such
him
a girl
into
insult.
turned him into a feminist, is what it did.
I guess. I mean, fragile male ego. I
Anyway,
mean,
there is one little thing right after this, real quick, from
Go ahead.
Yukino there, because Yukino responds to Anon. Okay.
All right.
There was a number of factors that led to this decision: setting, time period, character voice, target audience. I used tsundere as is in other projects. We just decided a different approach was the most fitting answer for this situation.
But it's
You
not.
were wrong. As you often are, by the way, because you people really suck at your job.
I mean, it would be
You
better to
keep
call
making
him
the
an
case for AI to
over-emotional
take
girl.
over all the damn time.
I mean, it would be better to call him like over-emotional or something like that. Like you.
Wait, actually, I think I can get it to. Oh, there we
Yay!
go.
Thank you.
I got it actually do it a little different way this time. Everything's freaking huge, though. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is that. It's just not. It's not a direct translation. It loses its meaning, and it's a very girl-coded statement. And this character is clearly a dude. So talking about how's your fragile male ego holding up is not. That's not the same as saying you temperamental, over-emotional, blustery, blowhard.
Why,
lunatic.
hello there. Why, hello there does not come anywhere close, doesn't even come close.
It's not cool at all.
I'm here. The fuck do you want, you tsundere bastard?
Yeah.
You know, that is a completely different tone there.
Very
between
cool,
those two
dude.
statements altogether. Even if you left out
Dame.
the second line.
Yeah.
You know, those are just completely different vibes altogether for people who like to be, you know, vibe heavy or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't keeping in with that character at all.
No.
Why hello there? It's just that's a different character entirely.
Yeah, they just can't. They can't do it. Oh, okay. Now everything is like freaking huge. So apparently a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 translator claims he was fired this week and replaced by AI.
Well,
good.
Well,
with no
well, good. Here we go.
Yeah, with no forewarning, I was invited to a meeting and promptly told that in an effort to make the company more efficient and save finances as of next month, my position at the company would be obsolete in favor of using AI for all translations going forward.
Good. Get out. Get out.
See, the thing is that I don't even know if this dude was doing his job properly. That's not the same guy, right?
No, it's not the same guy. It's just, here's the AI translation. It's a hell of a lot better. So, you know, I can't sympathize with this guy because of all the other ones who have made me less likely to sympathize with them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel badly for this guy, but also I think that this shouldn't be an either or sort of thing, because I think that there should still be human oversight, because if you've talked to AI ever, AI freaking lies to you a lot. It's such a liar.
Well, actually, it's not that it's a liar. The problem is whoever is there is you're interpreting that truth. A liar would only tell you certain things that's in a contrary. This is a more or less of a aspect of a certain person's perception of their truth. So we can't tell that person whether they're being liars or just a misconception because of their own truth. That's
it's not a person, and when I say it's a liar, I am being a little bit tongue-in-cheek, because I don't think that it's intentionally aiming at things. At least I don't know. To be fair, I don't care. But the thing is that I'm just like, when I've asked AI questions that I already kind of know the answer to, and it will tell me the exact opposite thing until I say, no, this happened. This event happened on this specific day. I just need to know how long it took. And they go, you're absolutely right. Because at first it told me that it didn't happen at all. And I'm like, oh, you're absolutely right. It looks like this happened at this day. I'm like, I know that. That's what I said already. Don't repeat
yeah.
things that I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I've had a lot of arguments with
Yeah,
AI.
yeah,
I
the-
mean, I've had entire
this-
hour-long car rides with my husband being completely silent because I'm yelling at AI to stop lying to me or telling me things that are not true.
Okay.
Because
Well,
it's either
first question: which AI were you using?
I have used Gemini, I have used
There's your problem.
no, that's not the primary one I use. I've used what's the one with I've used the like 3 big ones. The one with Edge, Copilot, is it?
I've never used Copilot.
Never.
I've
Never
used
liked.
Copilot and I've used I've never used Grok. Oh no, I have spoken to Grok, and with Grok I had to force it into reason because it was trying to be too politically correct, but that's another story for another day. But I still think that the thing is that because I've found that I have to finagle and harass and kind of force AI to actually say things that make sense sometimes, I think that it's not a good thing to just completely yeet that position. I think that the person should be an overseer, though. It's not a
Oh.
full-time job, but you do have to read over this or something like that.
For me,
you know?
my experience with AI has been pretty great. For the most part, but I also aren't like trying to ask it current things or politically charged things
Well-
and stuff. I'm just, for the most part, my experience with using the AI for the most part, which is like just Google's default whatever and ChatGPT and occasionally Grok, is asking it like certain questions and stuff like trying to figure out what's going on here or something like that. Translating this and it translates it pretty well, or what is blah, 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 and then it tells me, well, here's 14 sources talking about this, and here's the general idea of what it is. So I've not really had anything that, unless I'm trying to talk about something that's more like politically charged or current event-y.
Yeah,
I've never had an issue with it, but at that point, it's just a whole thing with like the designers fighting with it because of the fact that they're PC and and trying to finagle things for one side versus the other and stuff.
Yeah,
But we knew that was going to be a problem when AI started.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I think that there should still be human. I mean, my whole point is basically that I don't think we should be letting AI just run autonomously without checking, because it just doesn't work properly. It's like putting a pot on the stove and being like, it'll be fine if it takes 10 minutes to cook, so it'll be fine. No, you should probably look at it at like 5 minutes or something like that,
Yeah,
because that's when you realize that the pot boiled over. But
yeah, I mean, I can understand having somebody with oversight. Thing is, though, is that this person has to be very unbiased because if you're in a way, certain aspects politically or anything like that, then it can be a bit of a trouble. But if you're, fair in the aspect of translating something from English to whatever the language it is, then it has to be somebody that just sits there and just says, yep, this is correct, or no, this is there's a minor inaccuracy, this is what it's supposed to mean, or say there's no translations for it, so keep it as is, and then they'll explain, because this is how they say it right there, it won't make any sense, within localizing in English context or anything like that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I'm like, well, that's the thing, though. I mean, that comes with anything, though. Like, you don't hire a bad employee. That's true. And I think that a lot of these companies have been hiring bad employees and not realizing it because they don't speak the language. Therefore, they don't know that they hired someone who, changed the entire scene from I'm here, you tsundere, you bastard, to, well, hello there. How is your fragile male ego holding up? I mean, that's such a complete difference. And the thing is that I think that you have to, yes, you do have to hire a competent human, but and you should have a good AI model at the same as well, because there are bad AI models out there. So if they use a bad AI model, they're screwed. If they have bad human oversight, also screwed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that you should have quality of both, but I do think that you should have both. Because and that's the thing. I just think that this is like running too hard into AI without being like, oh, I heard them computers can do it, and so they just kind of have them do it. I'm like, I think that that's a little bit hasty, my dudes. I think that it's not going to wind up quite as clean as you expect it to be. There are going to be some things that are kind of like potato, and I just don't think that this is the wisest thing to do. But I mean, it'll save them money, so I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that there is and somebody was saying in the comments that this is a terrible way to do this, because the thing is that it depends on the AI model's training, and with that sort of period dialogue in this sort of era, there's something in tone, in tense, in just turns of phrase that humans use, and we kind of fill in the gaps for that kind of thing in the way that we communicate with each other, that a computer kind of doesn't necessarily know unless we've already told it. With something like, I don't know, medieval Czech 15th century conversation, it might be a little different. So
I mean, isn't this game mostly voice acted?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this game is voice acted.
Yeah, never.
So the translator's just literally translating the script for the actors to do. I think AI can handle it, if that's the case.
No, not necessarily. If they give you the dumb words, if it's translating it, it still needs to make sense. That's my point. That it still needs to flow. It still needs to seem like humans talking. And the thing is that computers, for all the training that we give them, they're not humans, and they don't necessarily understand in the same way that we do, because they don't quote unquote think like we do, because they're not us, and we don't think like them because we're not them. Well, we kind of understand how they work.
I don't know, because they're not my. When I see a script, I think, a piece of paper, right? And then it's got Cliff says this, then Nicholas says this,
yeah,
and then Meg says this,
yeah,
and then there's like little things like, and it's like little notes or whatnot, and it's like, and laughs, blah blah, this, that, and the other, and it's like
laughs derisively.
AI can translate that kind of thing, but that's what I think of when I think of a script. Like, it doesn't matter, because when it comes down to it, that's what there's usually like a director or somebody who's there for that sort of thing, and that's why you hire the voice actor, because the voice actor is reading the script where he's supposed to laugh and then delivers a line or something, and it's like laugh maliciously at the end of it type deal. So he says the line and gives the evil laugh, and then there's usually somebody there who's like, no, you need to do it more like this, add a little whatever to it. And
yeah,
AI
so
can translate the script with no problem, because that's the other stuff that we're talking about is in the realm of an actual human anyway.
So when it comes down to voice acting, there are two elements that you really need to be aware of, and one is the content and the other is the color. So the content is what the specific words that you're saying. The color is the way in which you say them. Because if I said hello there, or if I said hello there, if I said hello there, those are all different colors. The words are still, the content is still hello there. But if the words that I'm supposed to be saying are, I greet thee in the name of Our Lady, then that changes all of that other stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing is that the color can still be told to me, but if the AI translated it in a way that's technically correct but is not periodically correct, or doesn't translate to like human speak, then we've got ourselves a problem. So you need both content and color to be kind of
that's the thing. Wouldn't that already be done in the script though? Like, it's not going to say hello there. It's going to say, I greet thee, my whatever.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Like
the AI
already there.
I'm not arguing against the AI translating it. I'm against the idea that we should just like let the AI just have its complete head and not look over the work. Like we shouldn't check the script that the AI spits out. I think that we should do that. I think that like I don't think that translating needs to be the full-time job that it was. I think that you should just let AI kind of do that, but then you go back over it and someone needs to have a job where they read this and they say whether or not this is good, or we should tweak this a little bit, or we should we should change this around a little bit because it doesn't translate quite the same in that language. That's not how people talk there, and it just doesn't work. So that's my only thing. I'm just like, look, let AI do the mundane stuff, and then you just basically do the oversight and the checking. Basically, we don't let the robots like get too far ahead without like checking their work, because
then they're stepping on our skulls.
yeah, because the next thing you know, it's not the same thing, and the robots have taken over the world again.
It's like, you were just supposed to translate the script, not kill everybody.
Oh, sorry, somebody's doing yard work. I gotta go close my window.
Alrighty. I can't say these words.
Let's see. Gachikuta mangaka ke Urana rejects LGBTQ plus activism about Tamsi Canes. I think it's wrong that they're saying stuff like Tamuji is transgender. Thank you.
Yeah, so this
Thank
mangaka, right?
Yep.
Mangaka, that's how it's pronounced.
Mangaka.
Apparently, like, our side of Twitter and other places like Reddit and stuff apparently took her character and was doing all this fan fiction with it. And then it apparently reached her over there in Japan, and she's just like, that's weird. No. So she rejected it. And then they all collectively screeched, because that's what they do as normal, sane human beings. And then apparently decided that she was gender queer or gender neutral or something.
No, she's only eyebrow neutral.
She looks weird. Anyway,
this aesthetic is a choice, but
I know it is. But anyway, so they decided that she was I don't know, gay or something. And she had to come out and then correct the record again. And it's like, no, I'm not. You guys stop that. I think I would know if I am or not. And then she called everybody weirdos and stuff, because they're apparently, I guess she thinks we're all like that over here. Which sucks. But yeah. It's just funny to watch Japan finally come out and say things. It's like, no, we're not.
Yeah. Well, and that's the interesting thing that comes of giving more people voices and more people gosh, I sound so wooey to say it, but giving them the space and ability to talk to each other. They're able to speak for themselves, because in a lot of cases, like Nicolaus, like Nick was saying, they weren't really necessarily like super aware of what was going on the America side of things. And then they found out and they were like,
yeah, see, the thing is, it blew up into something bigger than it was supposed to, right? Because she was just like, he's not. Okay?
Yeah.
And then they took it and ran with that as it was like this big to do.
It's because they'd be crazy.
Let's see.
Come on, just sorry, it's still in my head.
Something.
Oh no, it wasn't Pirate Nation, was it?
Oh no, it says she didn't say that.
I
think it's wrong that they're saying stuff like, no, that's a quote from her.
Okay, well, what does the note say?
That's what the note says. It just says she didn't say that, and then it goes to a tweet that doesn't exist.
So basically,
so yes, she did say that.
She did say it. Yeah,
she did say that. Somewhere down here is actually it. They're saying stuff like Tamazan is transgendered, but I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
That's still the same
Is
thing.
did she say this in Japanese?
I think she said it in Japanese somewhere.
Well, if that's the
So
case, then they're
so
both
it's being
probably
translated.
Yeah. So and if that and that's this is the thing with translation. Like it's not our words don't translate one to one.
That's because we don't have. I don't think they really have words for that down there.
Well, I mean, even that the context around it is a little bit different.
Yeah. But anyway,
It's a but I don't think they're saying stuff like Tammuz is transgender, but I don't think that's the case. And if you go up to what the initial post says, it says I think it's wrong that they're saying stuff like Tamuji is transgender. So it's technically both ways it's the same, but it changes the flavor of it just a little bit with just that translation right there. And that's what I mean when I'm like, I don't think you should leave translation on autopilot because there are a lot of ways to convey an idea. I love that cat. I love that cat. Side eye cat is best cat. I'm sorry, McLevin. I love you. That's my cat who's probably judging me from the other room.
But anyway, so that turned into a big to-do.
Of course it did. She didn't repeat the line. She didn't affirm their existence.
They were very upset that she wouldn't repeat the line. But yeah, that's the whole clash between... Like, this happened right before we got all that auto translation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be doing pretty decent.
Yep.
But anyway. So, gaming is now for the rich.
I saw Legendary Drop say something like that too.
Laps in PC.
Next gen PlayStation, Xbox consoles could cost $1,000.
PC is a master race.
Laps in PC.
Yeah, so I guess the consoles are finally catching on to being on level with PC. I mean, they're not going to be as powerful.
Nope.
But they're going to try to pretend to be.
Superior look of the PC looking superior look.
Everyone
is like that's a good one.
But hey, if it helps, I think over in the UK you can actually rent a PlayStation. So you can truly own nothing and be happy.
I hate this new world.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's the UK. Let's see. UK.
Do you guys remember when gaming consoles were reasonable priced?
No.
Don't rent a girlfriend.
Well, yeah, I do actually. So gaming consoles were reasonably priced. I want to say late 90s, early 2000s. When I was a kid, they were pretty expensive for the time, but they were also the only one of their kind. Yep. You didn't have like all of these other options. You had a Nintendo or you had a Sega.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm does remember.
Pepperidge Farm.
But yeah, I mean, when we got our first console, it was pretty spendy. It cost a lot of dollary dues. I mean, when my mom bought her first VHS tape, it was very expensive. The thing that's troublesome about this though is that this is not going along with the market, and that's the thing, because I'm just like, I don't know. You know, the games themselves are getting cheaper, but the consoles aren't. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, leasing, I don't know. I mean, if you can do monthly payments to pay off on $1,000 worth of a PS5, a PS, PlayStation, or Xbox, well, that's on you. You know, that's all I gotta say. But I'll stick with the PC for now.
And that's the thing though. There are so many games out there that you could play on a subpar PC or even on an Android device of any kind. You know, you just pick up an old tablet or something like that. You can play Cat Quest for, you know, easily like 100 hours between the 3 games, and that costs you, I don't know, whatever you could get that cheap tablet for. And
I think the AAA industry is learning really quick that you know, they're going to have to make games that aren't so graphically demanding.
Well, they don't have to do that though. They're just, the thing is that they're making these games that are just really they're not optimized
I
very
was going
well.
to say, if they would just take the time to optimize it, it wouldn't matter because
Yeah,
have
I'm
we
sure
checked
that
out
if
Crimson Desert lately? I mean, that's their own engine. That's them optimize. They have optimized the hell out of that game
Mhm.
because when you can sit there and stare across the entire vast or a good chunk of that vast world,
Mhm.
you can see all the things coming in and stuff. And you
Yeah.
could see it out there, and it's like if only I had like some kind of looking glass that I could like look in the distance. That would be great
I feel like
because you can see all that.
yeah.
Well, other games, they can't even load a fraction of that at the
Yeah.
same time because it's such an unoptimized garbage mess.
Well, yeah, they're probably using, these plug and plays for their base code. And the thing is that that's fine, but the thing is that you should go back in and clean up your code. So if you probably open it up, you've got a lot of junk code in there. And it's just a really big problem. But the thing is, especially if you're making a really big game and you've got so much coding to do, it does take a while to do, but it will make the game have to it makes the computer have to process less when you don't have as much messy code going on there, because sometimes the code will be telling the computer to check for something that's not even there, that's to and it's not necessary at all, but because of the fact that that's what's just naturally baked in, and if you don't take it out, they go, oh well, I don't need to take it out because if I don't reference it, if I don't tell it to do anything, it'll be just fine. Well, yeah, it's not going to make the game break, but it is going to cause the processor to do that extra little bit of processing. And once or twice is not a big deal, but if you have it doing that 10,000 times for every single sprite that you have on your
And your
stage,
game is 138 gigs because of it, or
yeah,
200
it's
gigs
it's
because of it.
ridiculous. Yeah, and the thing is that I think that they're just trying to go so fast and do so many things that they have a lot of junk code going on there, and it's making the processing do things that are unnecessary. Even if it's not game breaking, it's still unnecessary, and when you make the computer do something that's unnecessary, it's going to take that time to do it. It doesn't take a lot, but it's death by 1,000 processes, I guess.
But
So
anyway, in the UK, you can rent a PlayStation.
hey, you know what though? I mean, that was a thing, but when we were when we were coming up, like, remember rent to own was a thing, the Richard Pryor used to be their spokesman for it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Pepperidge Farm remembers, man. We is the old. Anyway, um the thing is that this isn't new, but it's just it feels like it's something that's time should have passed at this point, like we kind of should be beyond that. You don't really have a lot of people doing rent to own on their televisions. Back in the day you would, because TVs were expensive. If you wanted that big color TV,
Yeah.
man, that's going to be, like 3 months worth of a salary, and everybody was eating beans that month. So but
Yeah.
now, you can get a TV for like a decent sized TV, like maybe, I don't know, 40 something
Get a
inches and
55 incher for
flat screen. I
$200.
mean, it won't be necessarily an LG OLED, but it's still a decent one. You can get that for like
Yeah. Yeah.
$250 on a good weekend.
I'm gonna tell you this right now from my own experience growing up. When I was like hitting my grades really hard because I wanted that N64, believe me, I wanted it badly. I worked my butt off making sure I hit straight A's no matter what. And there are times where like my dad would not be home until late at night until I was like, waiting for him to come home. Hopefully he's okay. And it took until my birthday when they finally gave me the N64. Until growing up, now I'm realizing, man, my dad hustled and I hustled because they know I work for those grades just for the sake of that. While he hustled just to make me happy for that, and for that I'm still appreciated for that. But that was how it was with games back then. Parents would work hard just to, if they tell you if you do your grades well, we'll do something about it.
Yeah.
That's how it was. But as I grew older, and now there's like some of the gaming systems were coming out, and I had a job. I was like, oh well, I'll get myself the game, and I need a new TV. When I got my own TV, it was like about it wasn't that expensive, and it was the flat screen and that, and it makes me realize how I was able to afford a system and a TV, but now I can't even afford a system with the TV I could, but
Yeah. And that's the thing. I'm like, shouldn't our I feel like this is not the technology isn't depreciating kind of like we would expect, like I was kind of saying before I totally forgot and got sidetracked by myself. That when my mom first purchased her first VHS cassette, yeah, VHS, y'all. It was $80 for the movie Brigadoon with Gene Kelly and some chick, I forget her name, ballet dancer. Anyway, good movie, but I mean, not worth $80. I mean, that was $80 in '80s money, by the way. That's a lot of dollary dues. But over time, you got to where they got less and less expensive, and televisions have gotten less and less expensive. Our consoles do not seem to have been doing the same thing. They seem to
they
be
don't.
doing like the opposite, where they're like, now you can have a payment plan, dude. When RTO came out, it was for like a fridge, a sofa, like if you used RTO, rent to own, to get yourself a gaming console, people would be like, really though. Like this is for like dire straits. You need a sofa because the in-laws are coming over and you don't want them to judge you harder. This is you need a stove because you thought when you were renting this place that they would have a stove and they did not, and you're going to starve otherwise. That's why it was for like things that you really couldn't afford but you kind of needed in your life. It wasn't for luxuries, and this is kind of why we're also in debt a lot in our country, because we do things like this. um I just dislike this so much. But I mean, the market bears it, so the market bears it. But I mean, I think that with games that are like, if we have a lot of developers making games that are smaller and can run on basically like not necessarily a bare bones machine, but on you don't have to have like the gaming machine from Meta PCs or something like that. You can just get like an old office PC and kind of juice it up a little bit, and you can play, a decent number of games. I think that we're going to find that, people are going to just choose that option. They're just like, I'm just going to get an okay PC for maybe like a couple $100, and then I'll be able to play like okay games, maybe not Wukong or something like that, maybe not Crimson Desert necessarily. Not because Crimson Desert isn't optimized, but because Crimson Desert is optimized for what it is, and for what it is like all of the things in the entire world. Um,
Yeah.
that game is insane. I keep looking at people keep posting on X. This is
Well-
another thing that's in Crimson Desert. I'm like, you're kidding. So
Well, it's like a medieval GTA. So
it is. Somebody
GTA
just
was probably the first game of everything,
yeah.
and is now a behemoth.
Yeah, and let's see. There's this crazy detail. I'm looking at it right now on X, where it says Crimson Desert NPCs actually visit church on Sundays and not during the weekdays. So if you visit a church, yes, exactly. If you visit a church, there's like nobody in it on the weekdays, or like maybe one or two people. But if you go during the week, it's full of parishioners. It's very. I'm like,
Speaking of Crimson Desert, I snuck into a place recently.
you did good job. I remember
Right.
you got caught in one.
Well, no, this was a different place, right? Like I was
Okay.
tracking down one of my guys, and he's like in a mental institute, essentially.
Oh yeah,
So
the
I'm
Apollo
sneaking
mission.
into the mental institute, and I've gone through this like a good chunk of it and haven't got caught. And then I accidentally I ran into a room. It was kind of comical. I ran into a room, and I looked up. There's a guard. He turns around. He looks at me. I look at him, and I'm like, shit. So I start backing up, and then he just realizes what's going on. It's like, hey, you. And I'm like, fuck. So then we fight it out real quick, and I kill him. I should have streamed it. I wish I was streaming it at that time, but I wasn't.
Dude.
So I killed him, and then I got I guess I got to search him, and I found like this disguise pretty much off of him, and I was like, oh, that would have been handy. I mean, I've been looking around this entire place avoiding the guards and stuff, and somehow this entire time, and Yeah. Then I put it on and it was like, now I can walk freely around. And then I continued down the next corridor and then ran right into the guy I was looking for. And was like, I didn't need that disguise at all. I could have done this whole thing without it. But at least I got it.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I like that about this game. It's a game that I might play, but I'd have to. I'd probably play it a couple of years down the line. I've decided to do things in my life that are just going to take up a lot of my time now. So, and then I have a ridiculous backlog, so I don't need to spend full price on that. I'll just wait on the summer sale in 2 years. But the thing that I like about it is kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild, another game that actually probably was optimized to hell, is along with Tears of the Kingdom, because they ran on a Switch, which is like almost playing it on a potato.
Yeah.
And with both of those games, you could see as far as you could see is where you could go. No loading screens or any of that jazz. So I mean,
And,
you could climb anything. If you could think it up, and if you could think it up and it didn't break the physics of the game, you could do it. Basically, like there are people who launched themselves by using these really weird, funky mechanics all at the same time, straight into Hyrule Castle without doing pretty much any of the missions, and then decided to take on Ganon and try to do it with like just your underpants and a mop, because why not? And if you can do it, you can do it. The trouble is that you can do it because the mop isn't strong enough and it breaks. But anyway, that's the thing though, like games like that where you can figure out ways to do it, and that's kind of why I was kind of so offended by yeah, okay, I'll say my gamer self was very offended by the IGN guy who was like, "Am I supposed to be doing it this way? What do you mean, sir? That's not how we do things. It's if you can do it, yes, that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it how your brain makes it work and how the physics allow. If the physics don't allow it, and all of a sudden you see that you're clipping through the scenery, then no, you're not supposed to do that. That was wrong."
Yeah, speaking of which, where was he at doing the thing? Because I don't think I even recreated it. Whatever it was, I just went and did the thing and just had no problems, and I completely forgot. It's like, what was he talking about?
But that's the thing, though. He was saying like it's like you never get like an approval trophy. Someone's like an NPC standing by the side, being like, "Yeah, you did it the right way." No, that's not a thing.
That's the thing we hate the most.
It is.
It's like that's one of the things we hate about things like the new Metroid game and stuff like that. Is that one guy is like, "Samus, maybe you should be doing this instead." It's like, no, we don't want that bullshit. And it's like the last time I've played a game where I've like, I wonder what's over there, and want it to go over there, right? Like when I did that tower the other night, like I saw the tower, it's like I want to go over there because I want to see what's in there, and I went to that tower, found my way into the tower, did the things to go and do the puzzles to climb the tower, and at the top of the tower, which I need to actually go and complete the puzzles for because I kind of cheesed it.
Shame on you.
But at the top of the tower, what am I rewarded with? I've got level 3 weapons that I can go make now.
Nice.
Right? Like stuff that I probably way far beyond my league that I'm supposed to be able to. And I picked up a recipe for alchemy, by the way, to make lead into gold. So,
wow. You got yourself a Rumpelstiltskin.
I've got a gold recipe, essentially. And I'm just like, wow, this is neat. I'm so glad I came to check this out. And the last time I had that filling was Breath of the Wild, and that was back in 2023.
Yeah.
It's the last game that gave me that filling to go with what's over there. Let's go find out.
Dude, it was before 2023. I think that 2023 was Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild was like maybe 2019.
Well, it would have been Tears of the Kingdom then.
Okay, yeah, and
I have that too.
Yeah, because they're both very good games. Although I will say, Tears of the Kingdom, that game was just too long for me. Like I was just because the thing is that I scroll so hard that I keep getting distracted by everything, and I was like, "There's too much to get distracted with. I'm just tired now." So I would just tire myself out by the time it was time to do anything real. I was like, I don't want to do anything anymore. So anyway, though. But that's the thing. That's what we love, though. We love figuring out new ways to solve these puzzles and to solve these problems and a different way to approach that. And if it's the way that the developers intended or not, we don't care. We really don't. And half the time, it's actually fun to know that actually wasn't the way that you were supposed to do it, and you did it anyway. When you when you found out that those weapons were like level 3 and you're like level 1.3, you're like, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah,
You
which
feel
reminds me,
accomplished.
I need to go to the blacksmith to see what I need to make one of those because I want to
Yeah.
make a halberd. I want to see what that's going to. I think I can wield those. I want to see how that plays.
Yeah,
But
it's
anyway,
about the discovery. It's about the journey. It's
then
about
I
that
got to go find
thing.
out how to do alchemy so I can make gold bars.
Mhm.
Because if I could just mass produce gold bars, who
I
needs
don't.
money?
I don't think that they would make it super cheap. I think that you'd have to go like find a way to get lead somehow.
Well, it's not lead. I think it's iron or something.
Iron.
Because I don't know if lead's
Oh,
even
you're
in
gonna have
the
to go
game.
mine here and
And it's
find.
like tin iron and like a bunch of other things, and I'm not sure if I even have or seen some of the ingredients.
I know, right?
But it's gonna be awesome just to do it at least once. So it's like I
Yeah.
make gold, and I
Yeah.
found out that I can pickpocket people. And they can have gold bars on them too, occasionally. And then there's a
Zio
place
is such a
that
thief.
makes me feel like Hassan when I pepper the poor Cubans with wads of gold. Great. So that's when I'm cosplaying as Hassan, of course.
Yeah, of course. That's when you wear your most expensive drip, of course, and then you
course.
then you get like a really cheap hat and you wear it around to be like, I helped, I was virtuous. This is my virtue set flag. Notice my
Yeah,
virtue
it
flag.
was
I'm super virtuous.
great. I enjoyed every second of that. I gotta play that on stream again. Anyway. So, Indie Pass. That's a thing.
What is this?
Indie Pass, subscription service for indie games, launches April 13th. So what is that, in a few days from now?
I hate
in 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay, are we just too old for this? Like, is that the thing? Because, I mean, I know I come from the 80s. Y'all are, like, not far behind me.
Okay, for me, I don't have a problem with it.
See, there we go.
I praise
Millennial.
I praise Game Pass all the damn time. I love it. It's great.
I will not.
I mean, unless it's a game I absolutely want to buy, I don't care having access to 200 games I can try for $20.
Wait until he finds out they're all crap games.
It's gonna be like the Netflix of gaming.
See, that's the thing.
No,
It's like,
no, I'll give you guys an example.
For Indie Pass, yeah. Actually, I guarantee everything on Indie Pass probably isn't that great, because indie games are hit or miss, right, for the most part. But no, like Game Pass is the only reason I even played No Man's Sky for the first time. I mean, granted, somebody talked me into it, but it happened to be on Game Pass, and I was like, okay, well, let me download it through Game Pass for free instead of paying $60 if I don't know if I'm going to like this or not.
See, that's what the gaming stores were cool for, though.
So I don't have a way to properly demo things anymore, but things like Game Pass let you demo like hundreds of games. And if you like it, go buy it on Steam, where it's actually important to have. I guess.
What was your point, Nick?
Oh, yeah, I was about to talk about how I'm reminded of a certain Nintendo game that had about 99 games or something like that, and they're all crap. I'm getting that kind of similar energy for it for some reason, and I'm like, it's not gonna look. I just don't buy it.
I talking about like one of those Retron consoles that would be like in a mall or something. It's like 2,000 games, and they're like 15 copies of Mario or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, man. I have the ick from subscription services. Once I cut my ties from Netflix, I realized how much money I had spent and how little I had to show for it. So, yeah, I don't like it, but you know,
I get a lot of work out of those. Or I use with the exception of like I guess my my Amazon, because I purchase a lot of things through Amazon, so not having to pay for shipping is great.
Got a disability behind you.
I know. What up, kiddo?
He is sandwiched by the disabilities.
Right.
So, Nick, if you feel like the games on here were actually
you're
like,
taking my entire headset with it.
What happened?
if you thought that the games were pretty awesome on this,
Uh-huh.
would you play? Would you?
If there are
Thank you,
if there
babe.
are some games that does catches my eye,
Mhm.
I'll probably give it a chance. But
I
again,
can't find anything on it.
well the
Well,
thing
that's
is
the point.
yeah. So if like I said, if there's any games that does catches my eye and looks interesting, then I'll give it a chance. But again, it's gonna be a hard pass for now.
Well, do they have any kind of like SEO going on for something? Because if you type in Indie Pass, it gives me Indie Pass with a Y, and it's all about some kind of 300 plus owned ski resorts across US, Canada, Japan, Europe, and South America. Pass holders receive 2 days of skiing and snowboarding at each of the participating resorts, which has nothing to do with video games. So I'm like getting like nothing here.
I got the link. Here it is.
Okay. Like
here, give me a moment. Let me just send it to you
Okay.
guys. I found it in 2 seconds, actually. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
There you
found
go.
it.
I'm
Indiepass.com. Okay.
Jeez. Okay, I'm looking through the
Well, this is the thing though with indie games. Indie games are a crapshoot in general. So that actually might be kind of why they're doing this, because they know that indie games are a crapshoot, and
Let's see.
sometimes you won't try a game
$7
because
a
you're like,
month.
is this worth $5 or $10? I don't know. It doesn't have enough money for a huge marketing budget, and you've never heard of this this art studio or this random dude before, so you don't know if the game, even like the people who made it, have even a track record of putting out good games. So sometimes we won't try games out, possibly because of the fact that we're just like, nah, I don't want to waste my $5 on it. But if you're already signed on to Indie Pass, then
All
you're
right, so-
more free to try out games.
Okay, so I'm gonna read you some samples here. The cozy section has a game called Echoes of the Plum Grove, and basically it reads out: a new life awaits in Honeywood. Build a thriving community that will last generations in this cozy farm simulator. Farm, socialize, make friends, cook, craft, forage, and uncover the secrets of the island. If someone doesn't want to be friends, there are always other means. Well, I can do that with Stardew Valley and Sun Haven and
That doesn't mean you won't find another one that you might
Yeah.
like more.
Or-
See,
or-
that's
or-
the thing. Like, I
Let's
absolutely love Stardew Valley. Like,
you so do.
or what was that other game that
Like-
that I played?
There are a lot of
Stardew
those.
Valley was one of my favorites.
Palette.
Like,
Yeah.
and
I
then
mean, the thing is that once you pass the game and you're just kind of like doing rote sort of things, you kind of want to build a new world and a new place. So if you're into sim games, you would probably like say, okay, well, I played this one, I guess I'll play another one. You can do the same thing in a lot of other games, but doing it in a different world. I mean, I know that both Zio and Chad used to do that all the time, and they'd keep trying to get me to play other ones. Now, I'm not a sim gal. I'm really not. I want to hit something in the face. And so they'd be like, oh, you need to play this new game. I'm like, y'all got me to download Sun Haven. Leave me alone. I did my duty.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
that's what I was trying to
Ooh.
get at, by the way. It's like, I absolutely love Stardew. I already loved Stardew. For the longest time, I've loved Stardew.
Same
And
here.
then Chad's like, we got to play this game here. I just picked up Sun Haven. It's like, why? It's like Stardew. You'll love it. Are you sure? And he's 100% right. It's like
Yeah.
Stardew, but better.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and if you don't play these indie games, you don't know if you're going to play this game that's kind of like this game.
There
It
is
could
one
be
game that caught
but better. Like,
there is one game.
so real quick, I'm looking up some of these games.
There is one game that caught my eye. It's called Forgotten Seas. It says you are lost in the Bermuda Void, where the ocean is endless and dry land precious. Craft your ship in a bottle. Then experience survival on the high seas. Sail for new land, build camps, hunt for treasures, trade for goods. Then defend your ship from dreaded pirates stalking the strange realm. Interesting.
There's not enough pirate games out there.
Yeah,
There
so
aren't
I'm
enough pirate games.
I'm gonna keep an eye open on this one, what people think, and
But
then I'll
the
jump into it.
service is $7.
Oh, that's
Okay,
not
month?
bad.
it's like $6.99 a month. It's not
Mm.
bad at all. And I just looked up one game real quick, which is Dream Tactics. It's here on Steam. You could buy this on Steam right now for $8.99. It's normally $17.99.
Hmm.
Or you could try it on Indie Pass.
Dream Tactics. Oh, is that the Game Boy thing?
Yeah, it's this Game Boy Advance style something other. To be honest, I'm not too. I don't know about all that, but no, I'm just. Let's look at another one real quick.
Yeah. Let's see. There's one
Alright,
here that I'm.
Blessing. That's also on here. This is a $20 game, by the way. Tyrant's
Ooh.
Blessing there in the middle. Oh, it's a tactics game too. I like tactics. This is normally a $20 game, currently on sale for $3.99. But yeah, it's like Game Pass was great for you to try things.
Yeah.
Even if you know you're not going to keep Game Pass forever or anything. And because of that, it allowed me to try. What's that game?
Oh,
I forgot what it
I'm
was
seeing
called.
they have the game here, Forgotten Seas, here on Steam. It's right now on sale for $11.24. That's not bad. Wow, the graphics are not bad. They look like something out of 2008-ish, 9-ish. It's not bad. Let's just put it that way. It's not bad. Let's see what people say about the game, though. Oh, no, not enough details. That's okay. Okay, so it's compatible with my controller. Okay. Ooh.
Can't remember the name of the game. Anyway.
I think this is probably for people who have a decent amount of time and also don't necessarily want to feel like they
I found the game.
more limited amount
There it
of
is.
fundage.
No Man's
because
Sky.
they don't want to commit.
Oh, I love that game.
What game?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's
if I
Sky.
hadn't had Game Pass, I probably never would have tried No Man's Sky, and I probably never would have put in all those hours in the No Man's Sky and had so
Funny you
much
should
fun with it.
Yeah, Chad and I, we used to play that game religiously in the past. Not even like, not even, what do you call it again? Streaming. We just played it just for the heck of it.
Yeah, and here's another game. It's normally
it's fun.
$15 for on sale right now for $4.94. Called Afterplace. So I mean, heck, just paying for 1 month, and you could try all these games that are well over $40 if they were not on sale, of course.
Huh?
It's not a bad idea. Like I know a lot of people are upset about streaming services or whatnot, but
well, it's just the idea of another subscription service. Everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a bunch of subscription services, I get it, but I don't. So I try not to.
I mean, you can't. Most of us don't even remember all the subscription services we have until like you actually decide to do taxes at the end of the year, and you're like, "What is all this money going to? What do you mean?" Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't suffer from that issue.
Me neither.
And I know I see the commercials for like Rocket Money or whatever the fuck it's called, where they do all the thing. They're like, "How many subscriptions do you pay for? Can you name them all? We'll pay for your groceries," or some bullshit like that, right? And then they do the thing, and the guy's like paying for 3 DoorDash subscriptions and stuff, and it's like I just can't fathom that. I really can't. And then my girlfriend was telling me how she had done something similar to that anyway, because she had been in that accident, and I guess apparently like subscribed to the same thing multiple times without realizing it.
Oh,
because she was on medicines and stuff. And I'm just like, I can't fathom how anyone does that. I still can't. Like, you can tell me you did it, and I still don't fathom how anybody is capable of doing something like that and not knowing where it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just I keep a better track of my money than other people, or what. But
well, it's not even just money. It's just you probably keep better track of your the things that you do and that you choose to do. So for someone like me, I tend to be a little bit of a scatterbrain. I'm the person people go, oh, when you get older, you're going to be forgetful. Bro, I've been forgetful. I started out forgetful. When I was 5, well, not 5, but when I was like 10, I'd walk into a room and not remember why I came in. And I was so like I started out on that stage. So, I have things in my hand and just drop them because I'm not paying attention or something. So I'm that kind of person. So I understand how you can like purchase something, not think about it, and then like because you need it in that moment. Like, and especially if you do a lot of projects like me. So I do a lot of projects. Like I'll get into whatever. Oh, today I'm going to compose a song because I had this tune stuck in my head and I really, really want to compose this song. So, you need this subscription, you need that subscription to do these things and those things. And okay. So I'll do that now. And then I'll remember, I say, to cancel it in a couple of months. And I don't, because I forget that I even did that. I remember that I have the thing, but I don't remember that I signed on for like 3 things trying out for that one thing because 2 of them didn't work properly and the last one I did. Anyway, so I think it just depends on what you do and everything, but yeah, no, I can picture that people do that, but they're scatterbrains. But I think that there are more scatterbrains in the world than people who have their stuff together like you apparently do as a functioning adult and all that jazz. So,
Listen, I got really upset that whoever it was charged me for a subscription I didn't ask for. So, did
and see,
I tell
me,
you
I'm just
about
like,
that?
maybe I did. I don't
Oh,
remember.
oh,
No. See, that's the thing. So I bought a thing. I can't talk too much about it because she's right over there because it's for her and she's getting it tomorrow.
oh,
Anyway,
oh.
so I bought a thing, right? And they double charged me at first, and I looked
Ooh.
at it and I was like, well, that's weird. And they double charged me like through the company that was selling it, and then its parent company also charged me the exact same price. And I looked at it and was like, well, that's weird. Maybe it's just how it went through the system, and in a day or so it's going to disappear, right? And
It
that's
did
what
not.
happened. No, that's what happened. And I
Oh.
was like, okay, so that's just how it went through the system. It didn't actually charge me twice. It just charged me the one time. Okay, no problem. No biggie. 2 weeks later, mind you. And I still hadn't gotten the thing because I was worried I wasn't going to get it in time.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I got charged again, but this time it was double the amount. They charged me 40 something. And I was like, what the fuck? Who is? And it was the main company again. I was like, that's not right. Why am I getting charged again? So I reached out to figure out why I'm being charged 40 some bucks
Mm-hmm.
because I haven't bought anything else. And the guy responded back and he's like, oh, well, that's because you subscribe to our premium plus whatever service. And I'm just like, what? No, I didn't. I absolutely did no such thing. There wasn't even a check mark for some. I didn't even know you had a premium subscription service because of the nature of what I bought. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't seem like it's kind of the thing that people would like have a subscription for and getting like more of these or something every month or something. Like, is that a thing? There's no way. Anyway, so yeah, the guy tells me I bought the mega subscription, whatever, to their service. So I told him, no, I didn't. I don't even remember seeing that anywhere. Here's my confirmation, by the way, my everything where it says this is how much I paid and stuff. Do you see anywhere in here where it says congratulations to subscribing to our premium plus? No, it doesn't. And then he was real quick to respond back and go, oh, our bad. We'll get it refunded real quick. And then suddenly the next day I saw it fall off. So I have a good feeling is that what happened was they double charged me to see if I would complain in the first day or so afterwards to see if I was monitoring it. And since I didn't say anything then because they just automatically pulled it off in a few days before I got
Mm-hmm.
around to talking to them about it,
Mm-hmm.
they figured they could just automatically rope me into something.
See, this is
And then
what
I
like,
just wouldn't notice it. And by the time I would notice it, it'd probably be like 7 months down the line, and they've done conned me out of $400.
yeah. See, that's the thing. I just don't trust anything that has a subscription model tied to it. I don't like them. I think that they're all predatory. They're just trying to constantly get the monies from you. And I'm just like, I just want the thing. I want to own the thing. And if I can't afford the thing, maybe I just won't buy that. It's okay. I don't like payment plans. I don't like renting. I don't like subscriptions in general. I understand though for these indie games though, because of the fact that these things are something that a lot of times people don't necessarily want to take a chance on.
Yeah.
Because
I
they're
mean,
like,
here, look.
Oh.
I think I can see a strategy on this, playing maybe in some long term. Maybe they'll get the subscription, they'll play these games, and if they like it very much and they know it's on Steam, they'll buy it there so that way they can keep it there. So in case if the website goes into some sort of need a reboot or anything like that, they have the game with them ready on Steam so they can play it as much as they want without having to wait. So I see this maybe as a really good strategy and some marketing aspect of it all. Because to my knowledge, I don't think X. I don't think there's. I don't think it's much of a stretch that not many people do that. Like check out the games that they want and they want to keep it instead of just keeping with the past.
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how I used Game Pass, I guess. Well, this looks like a cell phone game. I don't like that kind of stuff.
I just don't. I don't like subscriptions. It takes a lot for me to play a subscription again. I don't want to sign on for another thing because I forget too much and I don't want to do it. But
Fair.
But the thing is that also I've got myself a Steam library that is kind of chock full of stuff and games that I have not played. So there's also that, and then I can always look forward to Steam sales. So between those things, this isn't for me. But I mean, one more subscription service among the many others. Whatever. I don't know. I think I'm weary now. I am now the tired. Wow.
This looks like that might be fun.
I've got to say, and I know that I'm in the minority here, but I hate pixel art. I like the chibi style. I like the many things that you can do in these games, but I don't like pixel art. I liked it when it was all that we could do, but now that we've moved beyond, just Mario.
Yeah, I've noticed there's been a lot of indie games lately doing a lot more pixel art.
They're all pixel art, bro.
I don't mind it once in a while, but everybody is going pixel art now.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys, listen, you all can't be pixel art. Please stop.
Yeah, it's just the artistry just doesn't speak to me. I don't think it's particularly intriguing or anything like that. I mean, you can do the best that you can with it, I guess, but I just don't like it. It just looks like a lazy art style, like you can't do better.
Well, that's what I feel about CalArts.
I hate CalArts so much. CalArts is the worst. Ooh. Rage. There was a time when CalArts was actually good, bro. There was a time when CalArts was good. I was in college at that time, and they had some good animation back then. And then in I want to say towards the 2010s, I want to say they started just developing this really weird round tooth style. And everything looks just really, really goofy. I don't care for it at all. It's so ugly. I hate ugly art. I know you are bisexual. I hate everything so much. I'm so tired.
Listen,
dude.
I can't remember who it was, but they did the skit where they were doing like Mario on HBO.
Mhm.
and it's Mario Kart, and it's like, you know, Mario's Pedro Pascal and stuff, right?
Saturday Night Live.
Was it an SNL or whatever?
Yeah, it was Saturday Night Live.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so they're doing that. Actually, let me just see if I can bring it up.
Oh, get out!
But it's funny
No.
because every time they introduce somebody, they're like, "And I'm bisexual." SNL, Mario Kart, Pedro Pascal. Yeah, that's got to be it.
Man, whoever wrote
So
that
that was
article.
3 years ago. Was that really?
Yeah, I believe
Is
so.
this the right one, or is this it?
First year before you posted it up there.
Huh? Well, I'm gonna hopefully not post something bad.
Yeah, they come up with really
I'm
good
sorry.
gems from
I
time to
read that
time.
title, and that's all it reminded me of. It's like,
Yes.
I'm Bowser, and I'm also bisexual.
I'm Yoshi. I'm bisexual. I'm Toad. I'm bisexual. I'm
Also
like, bro,
bisexual.
really?
Everybody's bisexual. No, but seriously, apparently the game journalists are absolutely upset that this Mario movie came out, that I still want to go see, by the way. So I don't want to get too far into these because I want to see the movie.
Did you watch the first one?
I did. I absolutely loved it. It was a delight.
Okay. Well,
Our movie theater just shut down.
Oh, somebody
Like
listened.
right as this movie came out, it shut down for a month.
I'm thinking that it blew it out with all of the colors.
Because new people apparently bought it, so it's now no longer an AMC. It's going to be privately owned by somebody else, but they shut it down for a month, so I have to go out of town to go watch this movie. But yeah, the journalists are absolutely upset, like beyond upset, that apparently this movie is doing so good. Does this site not work?
So it's kind of like, to me, this is kind of like the Crimson Desert critiques, wherein I'm like, some of your criticism is not invalid, but also just let people enjoy stuff. If they like it, they like it, you know.
Well,
I saw it. The animation is bonkers. It is really good animation. There are some funny moments where I legitimately did just laugh, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good. There's a character in there that I was just like, every time he was on screen, I was like, yes. So anyway, but actually on story, I think it was actually lighter than the first one. Like the first one wasn't a particularly deep story. This one feels like it was just like a bunch of scenes put together.
I didn't really expect it to be like super deep or anything. It was a Mario movie, but
no. So that's the thing. The first one, I thought the first one was actually pretty good for what it was. You know, I'm like, I had fun. It was the thing is that there kind of was a story. This one feels like it could have been a story, but they just kind of like, they saw the storyboards and were like, let's go, and they just went with those, and they didn't kind of like craft the story better. Like there are beats in it and everything, and I'm like, this could have been told in a better way. But I mean, so like my husband, when he saw it, he was like, he said that some of it felt kind of like it was forced into the movie. But if you've played a lot of the Mario movies, especially like the Mario Galaxy games, like the Mario Galaxy games and things like that, it's got so many callbacks. Like they put so much love into this game. It's clear that they really, really love the property of Mario. They're not necessarily film storytellers, but it's a fun time. So I kind of give it that. I will say though, Illumination is known for having very light, not great stories, and yeah, I don't disagree with that, but also like they do put out fun things, and I just feel like there's just like way too much salt sometimes on behalf of the journalists. I'm not even saying that their criticism is invalid, because after watching the movie, I was like, it's all right. You know, I mean, I didn't want to hate it. I was there. I was excited to be there. I had a Mario shirt that I wore to the freaking theater, bro. But yeah, I mean, story wise, it wasn't. It barely counts as a story. It could have been, but it was not. Things happen and then something else happened, and then something else happened. It feels like and then storytelling, and it could have been roped together a little bit better, but so there's something called and then storytelling. So when you're telling a story, like writing a novel or even in a video game, you should your actions, their actions, the things that happen should then lead to something else. So instead of saying this happened and then this happened, you should say this happened, therefore this happened, therefore that happened, meaning because of this, this happened, because of that, this happened. So they should be kind of like a chain of events as opposed to like little islands of things that just happen, you know? If you understand what I'm saying. So
I still want to go see it. The journalist is very upset.
And I'm not saying don't go see it. I had fun. There were literally laugh out loud moments to me. It was fun. I am saying it's lighter on story than the first one, which was a little bit disappointing. And that is part of the criticism that I see from the critics. They're not wrong, but also if you like Mario and you love the properties, if you love those games, especially if you love those games, like half those games I didn't even know. I'm old Mario, after the original Marios, and like Mario 3 is kind of like where I jumped off, and I was all Legend of Zelda after that. But if you love those
Mario 64, we had Mario RPG, we had the Galaxy, we had
if you played those games and you remember anything from them, especially if you loved them, you will love this movie just for the references, just for the way that they intertwined those games into this movie. It's really a love letter. It's just an incoherent love letter, but it is a love letter, and they do have a lot of things in there that are, especially for Mario heads, you will enjoy yourself at the movies.
Yeah, well, for me, I would just say that of all the Mario games that I enjoyed playing, played, Paper Mario is still my favorite game. I don't know. It's something about the game that maybe it's the animation or the story itself. It's just I don't know. I just like it.
It felt same and different at the same time. I think that's what I really liked about Paper Mario. I didn't even finish it because I had it on a different system, and I forget what happened to that system, but just life happened and I had to move stuff.
I never cared for the Paper Mario series.
Whatever, dude. We're talking about things that we like.
Yes.
I liked it too. And the reason that I liked it was just because it felt the same, because it felt like Mario, and it felt kind of like that same sort of whimsy, but it also felt a little different because it kind of felt like it had a little bit of that RPG kind of thing where you're talking to people and you have to get clues from other residents and things, as opposed to like in a lot of the other Mario games where you don't really have that as much. It's more Mario just goes around, he beats up thing, he maybe gets a quest, but it's not like there are just a whole bunch of NPCs to talk to and who have problems to solve and things like that. So it felt more like a living world in that game, I think. Also, it was just so foreign because everything was paper and you had to figure out all of these different mechanics as well. It was an interesting take on Mario. So I enjoyed the first one. I know that they have another one, the 1,000-Year Door, which I heard is also quite good. But my Steam library is very full. So if I pick that up, it'll be a while. And
I am gonna share you this thing that I just saw now, and not gonna lie, that looks awesome. Looks like a movie poster. It looks so awesome. and knowing it,
yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I like it.
10 days.
Yeah, they went around for
10 days.
Yeah.
Yep. 10 days.
I've been doing nothing but work.
I know, right? What did I do with my life?
Yeah.
Anyway, so in Nintendo Y this week at 10:22 at night.
Oh, good. I was hoping we got to this.
Anyway, so Nintendo Switch 2 production cut 33% following weak holiday sales. So all the Nintendards out there who keep telling me that Nintendo Switch 2 is a banger, just so you're aware, when we all talked about how the holiday sales were really bad for the Switch 2, it really was bad for the Switch 2 that Nintendo is actually cutting switch to production because it just isn't there right now. I just wanted to say that, so people knew.
That's what happens, you know.
Because they were in denial.
Well, the thing is that they've made themselves into such villains in the story also. And the thing is that I think the thing that makes it cut worse, because it's easy to not like Sony. It's easy to not like Xbox, but it feels like a betrayal when Nintendo does things that are shady. Just like when Disney does things that are shady, because you're like, you were my childhood, not like when I was conscious, but like you were my almost subconscious childhood when I was, becoming a conscious being. Really, you were figuring out what the world was, and you were there with these little characters that were super cute and charming, and to find out that all of the things behind them were just all the people behind them were these money grubbing people, you just kind of feel like your childhood was betrayed and a little bit of a lie. You're like, I thought everything was nice and lovely, and you've proven to me that it wasn't, and it was all a lie and a sham, and I feel dirty now. So yeah, I think that's why a lot of us are just like so salty when you find out that Nintendo did something wrong again. We're just like, why are you I hate everything that you choose to be,
Well, apparently Nintendo also lost several of their patents recently. Nintendo's Pokemon patent, where players summon a sub-character to battle in one of two models, has been rejected from the United States Patent Trade Office thingy, whatever those things are. Anyway, the rejection is not final, and Nintendo has the right to approve the decision. But apparently, they're suing Power World, right? The ongoing lawsuit to Power World, where they patented a bunch of stuff and are trying to claim that they stole it from them or whatnot, or they owe them money or something for using it. Well, apparently they patented like summoning creatures and stuff like 26 different ways on the U.S. side.
Mm-hmm.
And the U.S. has decided to reject every one of them.
Good.
As it should be.
As it should be. I mean, there are times where you're just like, we don't always trust our own we don't always trust our judicial system, because some things they get wrong, and then there are other things that they get quite wrong.
Some things they get insanely wrong.
But at least this they got right, If nothing else, let Power World exist. Thank you.
But yeah, so that was a nice update to find out that they lost those patents. So that's one less thing they can argue about when it comes to Power World. Oh. So the next thing is this here.
Bro, I hate this so much. I'm
like, one of the things I
what's the note say?
The note here. The player was not disqualified from the term. So the original thing, I think, says he was disqualified, right?
Yeah, it said he was
a competitive Pokemon Go player got disqualified after winning the Orlando Regional Championships due to his celebration.
Okay.
So the note, I went in to check the note out of curiosity. And the note is like, the player was not disqualified from this tournament, but received a game loss penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct during his celebration, resulting in his opponent being awarded the win. And I was just like, that doesn't make it any better.
That makes it worse.
I know. So apparently Firestarter 73 placed second and received prizing. So I don't know. Was that who he was as Firestarter 73 or whatnot? So instead of winning the tournament or winning it, he was given a loss instead. Yeah, because that's him right there. Right? So he's given a loss. So he's now placing second instead of first because he celebrated his win.
And it was, dude, that was the tamest thing ever. But it's something that I remember noting in my stream the other day. I don't remember what we were talking about, but somehow we got to the point of men and women and how we relate to the world and to each other. And the way that men relate to each other is typically through insults. The more endearing you are to the other person, the more you insult them. Like, but women, we don't deal that way. We really don't. If we called you ugly, we actually think you're ugly. If we say you should die, we think we really hate you and want you to die. Men, on the other hand, will be like, "You're the ugliest meffer I've ever seen." It's like, "Oh, I love you too." That's literally what that means. That means you are my best good friend and I would die for you. Women say that, and that means I hate you and I literally want you to die. So it's kind of the opposite. And so the thing is that a lot of women have gotten into this space, they've gotten into a lot of things, and they don't understand or they don't care to understand, whatever. This is girl coded though, where they're like, well, that was celebration and that was just mean to the other person. It was unsportsmanlike. Whereas dudes are like, they'd be like, dude, if it's less than a 10-minute celebration, I don't think he was actually happy about it. You know, he should have been like, you and your mama and your baby and all your family should feel the humiliation I have just dealt upon you. You know, like that's what dudes do, you know, as opposed to what women do, which is kind of like, you have to be nice to them. You have to just smile, and you know that they feel kind of bad about it. So, you know, you just have to be mindful of their feelings. This is girl stuff. This is what girls invading the space have done. And it's bad.
Yeah, well,
it's bad because
this guy celebrates, right? And then immediately walks over, shakes hands with the guy. Like, this is the most sportsmanlike thing I can think of, to be totally honest. So to find out the dude was then given a loss. Now, I didn't know what this meant a second ago, or when it was first posted, because I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But now, I kind of get it. But apparently, I guess there was some talk about the tournament being rigged at some point.
Wow.
I don't know
They've
anything
either gotten
about
to
it.
big Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but apparently this guy was responding that they gave him that
Mafia in on this, yo.
because it was rigged and he was apparently, I guess, supposed to lose, and he chose not to anyway.
You come to me.
So I don't know anything about those
portal, and
conspiracies
you
or whatnot, but there was somebody who replied to me that their comment is completely gone now. I don't know what happened to it. But they got, or they were telling me how he was given that because he was unsportsmanlike for throwing his headset, right? Like him and somebody else got into a heated debate over it, over this kind of over the headset. Apparently, where is it? I'm trying to find his damn headset. Oh yeah, there he is. There, he takes his headset off, puts it down, and then I guess tosses it onto the table.
He drops it, basically. It's a drop.
He drops it onto the table with about as much care as one can when they're that excited.
Yeah.
And this absolute tool comes in and apparently starts talking about how that's the moment that they decided to disqualify him, because how would you like it if somebody threw your headset? And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? They paid $10 for the fucking headset. I don't think they'll mind. It's like, if they paid anything for it at all to begin with, I mean, let's be real here. You know, if it's something the tournament provided, I'm sure they didn't pay a whole lot for it, but that's what you're going with. That's what you're going to go with.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
How would you like it? Bitch, they wouldn't be throwing my headset because one, I'm not doing a tournament. Two, I'd let them supply their own headsets, I think, at that point, if I was. So,
well, I mean, the thing is that if it was like, oh, he threw his headset, this is not even understanding what actual male aggression looks like. This is such a soft bro. Like, I mean, no offense to him or anything like that, but I mean,
well, no, I mean, this isn't the first time this has actually happened either. It just,
I mean, look at this. The way he pumps his fist is not. It's not very strong or anything. This is not aggressive at all. This is very, very tame. This is, I mean, I feel like this dude's handshake would be like super, 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 super mild. Like even my brittle bones would be like, oh, this is tolerable. Yeah, like, I mean, this isn't throwing your headset.
Kind of reminds me of me when I win a game, like passing an older game that I've not played in a long time and going like, yes, I did it. Like, you know, that is one of the tamest, you know, like, you know, woohoo, you know, I did it, you know, but It's just-
Yeah, I
it's
just thought it was ridiculous. It was like,
Yeah.
really, we're handing out disqualifications over celebrating.
I'm seeing something, and I don't know how to. I don't know if I should. I'll let you guys decide whether you want to post this or not, because
Oh, I have
I'm
no
just.
power here.
Oh, jeez. Let's just say that some hats were released, and I don't think I don't think he thought of it ahead. Just how bad the hat looks. I'll let you guys take a look at it, because
But I mean, they've been trying to cut out celebrating wins,
Yeah.
celebrating getting any sort of accomplishment for a while now. Like, oh gosh, this is a low IQ thing to do. I know what they're trying to do, but it doesn't work because it's
If you,
just saying I'm with stupid and then pointing it at yourself. That's
no,
not
yeah,
an
and I'm all like, he didn't even took 5 minutes to even think about it, or a moment to
Anyway,
realize it.
yeah, that's stupid.
Well, yeah, I mean, so the meme is, well, the way that it's supposed to be is Trump put out a tweet talking about some of Podcastistan that's been kind of like railing against him for a while.
Yeah.
And called them all low IQ. And then Tucker Carlson is like, I'll show him. I'll put out a hat that says low IQ. I'm like, you're just calling yourself retarded. Like you.
Yeah, no, it's like, why would you want to wear something that says low IQ?
I mean, I know that you're trying to be like, you can't make me feel bad. I'll call myself stupid. Self-burn. Okay.
Yeah, it's like what were you saying? Like the I'm with stupid and I'm stupid shirts.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Anyway, back to Pokemon.
Yeah, but yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that I saw that. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Many people cannot meme.
No, but back to the
That's great.
Pokemon. Yeah, so back to the Pokemon aspect of it all. I mean, I do agree with the tournament's issues with it, with people celebrating. They don't allow them to celebrate anymore, which is kind of a shame,
Yeah.
Well, it's cutting out a very chief part of a lot of male sports. I mean, and this isn't even a sport, but I mean, they've already done it to football. They've done it to basketball. I'm sure they've probably done it to soccer. Oh, I don't know. Soccer's different because it's not American. It's really not.
They celebrate in soccer last time I checked. So
yeah. So, but the thing is, soccer is not run by the Americans. So, but the thing is that a lot of things where male aggression and showmanship and that kind of mentality is being poo-pooed, being penalized, being put down, and things like that. And that's what this is. This is just furthering of it. I mean, I miss the end zone dances, dang it. Those were fun. I miss being able to dunk and hang on the rim and be like, ha, I got you.
So why can't we do that anymore? Is it like
because
ableist or something? Is that what they're calling it?
Because it's showboating, basically. They don't like it. They think it hurts.
And it's just feelings. Like, whose feelings are we hurting? The guy in the wheelchair?
Who cares?
Like he's playing the game anyway, so.
Well, no, it's kind of a taunt at the person that you just dunked over.
Well, yeah, as it should be. Like, you should do that.
I know. See, that's the thing, but that's a very male thing to think. Women think, oh, that's not very nice. You should be nice to Timmy. It's Mother Gothel all over again. It's
well, if Timmy would get good, Timmy can do the end zone dance, now couldn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we got to do. Timmy needs to get good so Timmy can do the dance. Anyway, so never let ILACA touch a Pokemon game again.
What does this mean?
Okay, so some new Pokemon game came out. Okay, and I actually did a little research into this one because I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Because every Pokemon group I'm in, there was a war going on of two groups of people. You had one group screaming, it's not like, or, screaming that this game is terrible. It's not like Stadium or anything. And then you have the other group saying, yeah, that's because it's for hardcore tournament stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what the fuck are we even talking about? So the Pokemon Company released this new game called Pokemon Champions. Hi, Pep. Hi, what you doing? And we can read here Pokemon Champions, terrible launch. Less Pokemon than Pokemon Stadium 2. No 6v6 battles. Performance issues on the Switch 2. Slow, clunky menus. Now, I can't actually confirm any of this because I've not heard that from anyone but this one post. I haven't actually heard about that. Anyway, always always online required. No more local wireless battles. Tons of competitive items removed. Rental teams become completely useless. Have to add all your friends again. Doesn't use the Switch friend list. No single player content at all. Now, what they left out is it's a free to play game.
Mm.
And apparently, from what I have gathered and been informed by other people who are playing it, this game is essentially going to be replacing the standard VGC stuff. So instead of having to have your cartridge of whatever game is being played at the moment and all this other stuff, it's all going to be done through this now, which I guess has its own anti-cheat and other stuff baked into it.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, it's something that I've said Nintendo probably needs to do anyway, because they do have a major cheating problem. But yeah, anyway, so apparently battle your way with Pokemon. Challenge other players to Pokemon battles in one of the games that will be used for the Pokemon World Championships in 2026. Make use of the Pokemon types, ability moves, mechanics, mega evolutions, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be online only because it is literally a game to play against people with. So it's an online game for Pokemon battles. So it has to be online always. I don't exactly know how the teams or stuff work. Because apparently you can transfer, I guess, Pokemon from Pokemon Bank over to it, but I don't understand why they don't just let you set up a team and go with it, which is one of the things I was saying is people should just do that, be able to set your team up with it and go into champions with it and stuff. But a ton of things are removed because they're not competitive for the most part. There's a lot of items that you can make Pokemon hold that nobody has ever used ever in a competitive setting for years, and I don't think it's going to suddenly change. So yeah, they removed a bunch of stuff.
I think
no
it really
battles because they haven't put it in there yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that it really it depends on what those items are. I mean, this person sounds like they're just salty. I don't know if it's for the sake of being salty. I don't know if they're offended by something. I don't know.
What it is like berries for one. It's an item in the game. Berries do different things, but 5 of them do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need 4 of those. And then, of course, there are some niche things where somebody might do something really weird with an item. and you'll never, ever see that ever happen again, but this one time. But, there is a lack of Pokemon. Apparently, this is a thing that they're trying to get out there and get people to use. And it's usable on the Switch 1, mind you. And apparently it works better on the Switch 1 for some reason.
See, that makes very little sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just
maybe
what I've heard.
Maybe the Switch 1 version is way optimized because they're like, look, this has got to run on a potato. And the other one, they're like, this can do all of the things. So we're not going to really optimize it too much. We're going to have all of the graphics, ray tracing on things that aren't even in scene. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to have any single player content, and apparently it was never released to be similar to Stadium or anything. Stadium was its own thing, but for the most part, it wasn't really utilized. It had its whole single player thing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was its own game. Apparently my acid reflux is killing me. But yeah, apparently this thing was never supposed to be a Stadium 3. like it never marketed for it to be.
Hmm.
Which is why I was so confused, because all these people were fighting over it back and forth about what it was supposed to be, but this is essentially supposed to be the competitive battle system that they want to use for tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So, yeah.
Well, I got nothing, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
that
I
should be
I just
interesting.
don't know enough
Another
about
thing I also found out is they released Game Boy support for the Switch. So they now have Game Boy, GameCube, by the way, for the
Hmm.
Switch. So they have now a GameCube emulator. on the Switch,
Really? Aw.
which
I
is
miss my
awesome
GameCube.
because it also has Wind Waker in there, so you can play Wind Waker if you wanted to.
I have Wind Waker though. Like
I
I
know
have
you
it in
do.
I have the HD version. Which okay, so the unfortunate thing is that it's on Wii U. The fortunate part of it is that I do have a Wii U, so I have the game, but just the controls on the Wii U are just weird, man. Like where the joysticks are is just bizarre. That's it. They just like because the thumbsticks are above the A, B, X, Y. You just like when you have to shoot and aim something, you kind of have to configure your fingers into a terrible manner.
Yeah, I mean, they got some decent things here. They got Fire Emblem, F-Zero, Luigi's Mansion, Wind
Ah, the
Waker,
original Wind Waker.
Super
Fun. It's so
Mario
many
Strikers,
memories.
which I loved. Soul Calibur 2, I had this one, by the way. It was my favorite. Pokemon XD. Wario World down there.
Ooh,
And I was
Soul
like,
Calibur.
oh, this is neat. So I was going to install it on my Switch, right? Because I was messing on my Switch earlier, because that's how I found out about the fact that they were doing this. And I couldn't get it to download on my Switch, so I thought maybe I had no memory. I kept looking and couldn't figure it out. And then it dawned on me when I was looking at the thing. It is purely for the Switch too.
Wah, wah, wah.
Apparently, you can't run GameCube games on a Switch for some reason.
Wah, wah, wah.
And I looked at it and was like, oh, well, so much for that. I guess I'll keep emulating it on the computer. Screw that shit. I kind of got a little excited about it because I was like, ooh, I can make the kid play Soul Calibur with me. And I can beat him up as Link. Because I was really good at Link. I loved that. Like, I hated, like, half of me hated the fact that they released 3 Soul Calibur games that year. And they each had special characters, depending on which system you bought it for. So when Soul Calibur 2 came out, the GameCube got Link. The PlayStation got Spawn.
Oh.
And what did Xbox get? Master Chief, I think. I can't remember who they had. I think it was. Was there an Xbox yet? Character list for Xbox. I think there was an Xbox version, right? Oh, they got Yoda. That was it. So the GameCube got Link.
They got Zelda. They got the Super Mario Strikers. They got the Soul Calibur too, which I have a copy of it.
Xbox version had Spawn.
Yep.
The PS2 had
Yoda.
Hachi from
Hachi, yeah.
Fight or whatever it was.
Tekken.
Tekken? Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's Tekken.
I think Yoda was from Soul Calibur 4. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have Soul Calibur 2 still on my GameCube there. It's just sitting there. I
got mine too.
It's fun.
And I've got like a Gale of Darkness skin, I think, for my GameCube.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great. But no, like, I hated it. Because this was what was it, like day one DLC bullshit before day one DLC bullshit was a thing. It's like if you pre-order it at GameStop, you get this exclusive character. Meanwhile, if you pre-order it from Target, you get this other exclusive character instead. It's like they just hard-coded it in there. It's like, you want to play with Spawn? You'll have to buy the Xbox version then. But yeah, I kind of got excited for a second with it and was like, I'm gonna make the kid play me on that, so I can just show him how it's done.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that I can't because it's Switch 2 only.
Yep.
And then I was like, well, fuck you too, Nintendo. I will again wait and buy your Switch 2 when it's on discount at some point in
When
the
Switch 3
far
comes out, you mean?
future. And you've released Zelda Breath of the Wild 3, and I absolutely have to have it.
Yeah, I'm. I don't know, man. I don't want to get a Switch 2. I'm not interested in Switch 2 until another game that I want to play on Nintendo comes out, which will probably be the next Zelda game. In which case, I'll be like,
Yeah, me too. That's the sad part. It's like I don't want to Switch 2. I keep telling myself I'm not going to buy a Switch 2. And then they're going to come out with a Zelda game. And then I'm going to be like, I have to play it. Puppy.
yeah. Again, I every time I think I need to get another game or something like that, I go, but I got a library though, I mean, if it's not on sale, so I can feel like I want it shopping, that girl math, no, I saved us $20 by buying something for $500. Then yeah, I don't think I really I try not to buy games just because that's the power of the Steam library being full of things that I have either started or just dreamed of starting and have not done yet. So yeah, I can be the patient.
Anyway, so with that, we have made it through another one, and it is like almost an hour after we should have gotten done.
I know. I was like, oh, he's still going.
We were still doing a lot of interesting stuff, It's just
we are interesting people.
Yeah.
Well, somebody kept bringing up things.
I'm sorry, but anything that I see, I get like a little bit ADHD going like, oh, squirrel.
Yeah, for the most part, I try really hard to like not click through X too much. I'll glance at it every now and then, but for the most part, I'm like, I will get distracted, and all of a sudden I'm like, huh, what? Oh, dude, I got like 20 links to send you though. So yeah, it gets bad. I know what you mean, man.
Oh yeah, and the dog won't get out of my feet. I think the dog is tired.
Okay, well,
like it's past bedtime. We should be sleeping now. Yeah. I get it. Anyway, so all that links for everybody, of course, is in the description down below. What are we doing this week, Meg?
I asked Nick, but okay.
Okay, well, go ahead, Meg.
All right, yes, ladies first. All right, that's how it goes. All right, well, I am still playing Wind Waker. We have gotten ourselves the 2 sages. Yes. Yes, the last one was freaking Makar, and I hate Makar. Like I hate him. Anyway, I don't have to see him again for like the rest of the game. But yeah, you have to what you have to do is get these guys to their temple, and they have to pray to the gods or whatever. That little thing right there, annoying. Anyway,
I like Makar. He's such an adorable little critter.
You could strap a rocket to him and just launch him into the atmosphere.
I kind of
How dare you?
Wrong game.
That's the thing. You either really love Makar, or you have this unreasonable hatred for him. I have unreasonable hatred for Makar. I find him useless and shut up. So I know I was so mean to him through this whole thing. But yeah, so I think I'm looking for pieces of the Triforce. I'm probably going to do that off stream, so just because it's not the most fun. But I think next week we're going to be going to my cabana. I own a cabana now in this game. What's up? I am living the large. And there's something underneath my house apparently where I have to get one of the maps. and then I'm gonna try and hunt down a ghost ship next episode. So we'll see how that works out. Freaking joy pendants, dude! It's a thing on my stream. So like, they keep putting joy pendants in chests, and they shouldn't do that because like when they put something in a chest, you feel like it's a big deal, right? You're like, oh wow, that's super great. I got something that was in a chest, and it's something that you can get in the overworld. No problem. Like normal enemies carry them all the time. So I'm like, why are you putting this in a chest? It's like putting 5 rupees in a chest. It's just weird.
Yeah, I always hated rubies and chests.
Yeah, it's just like don't do that unless it's like 200 or something like that, you know. Then I'm like, okay, that's super rare, but like these are not rare, like because the thing is, you have so you see the grappling hook that I have set to my R.
Yeah.
You probably don't. That's okay. Anyway,
Ah,
whenever you fight against an enemy, if you use that on them first, you get to kind of pick their pockets. So you get to steal from them and then slay them. And that's
Yeah.
that's totally what I do because I am a thief as well as you. But you know, at
Yes,
least I
it
steal from the
really is.
bad guys. I don't just
Yeah.
steal from everybody. But yeah, so if you yeah, so every time I fight like normal enemies, I get a joy pendant. So then like when you solve a puzzle that was kind of difficult and then they give you a joy pendant for your trouble, it just makes me so mad. And like at this point, like chat just loves it when I get a joy pendant because they just laugh at me because I'm just like
Well, funny that you mentioned that. There was a gamer that I remember by the name of Nintendo Capri Sun.
Mhm.
He was following a map for a sunken treasure,
Mhm.
and then he got the treasure out, and he's like, "Oh, let's see what it is." 1 rupee.
Yeah.
His reaction is like is he just
I know what that
screamed.
is too.
He
That's
just screamed. He just screamed, and I just started to laugh. Then he started to laugh. Then he started to laugh, going like, "Wow, Nintendo went there for me, and I love it."
yeah. They did that in I think it's Master Quest. They did that.
Yeah.
I was just like, that is such a troll, man. That's not necessary. Why would you do that? Why? It's just mean. Yeah, I got so confused in this temple though. Cuz it's multi-floor. Anything that has like, you know, different floors and you have to go from this floor to that floor and you get all these hidden cubbies and everything. Yeah, I get super confused on those. So, yeah. Anyway, on Thursday, I will be playing again, assuming that something doesn't happen to me, like I get hit by a bus or something. I mean, if I'm able to recover, I could still play. Like I can't dance. But anyway,
Well, we can just pull it up to you in the hospital bed then.
yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, hey, you know, I mean, assuming I can, you know, I'm still like conscious and everything, I should be able to play.
Thumb hasn't fallen off. You should be fine.
So yeah, Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, just come in, hang out, you know. I talk to the chat, they make fun of me. It's okay. I don't take it personally. Not really anyway. And and yeah, we'll just have a good time. So it's a pretty chill stream, you know, pretty clean. Although sometimes the chat decides to be just, you know, just that way, just to troll me because that's what happens. Basically, I just get made fun of by my chat. Come join, mock. It's fun. That's the end. I'm done now. I'm done talking. Nick, what you got, man?
Oh boy. Right now I'm in a silence hiatus. I'm only releasing Wednesdays. I'm releasing my Sunhaven videos, which are nothing but just playing the game, not commenting at all. Thursdays I'm doing Sleeping Dogs Definite Edition. Again, silence, and even the third game that I'm doing on Saturdays, which is the Last Campfire. With Sunhaven, I'm trying to get through the tier 3 housing, just so that way I can marry one of the characters and move on with the story and move on with the mission. For
Okay, what character are you gonna marry?
What was her name again?
Kitty.
The red-haired
Oh,
blacksmith.
not Kitty. Oh, sorry. Wrong person.
No, that's
Anyway.
Zio and his furry fetish. Whatever, bro.
Bro, you need help.
Kitty is the correct choice.
You're talking about the chick who's over the entire town.
She's the blacksmith.
Oh, the girl that you met on the train.
Yeah, she won me over. So
Oh,
I
did she?
It's not.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, so I'm going with her, but the thing is though is that I'm one heart away from marrying her. So I'm like, I gotta get the tier 3 housing done. One way or another. And I prioritized that over whatever mission that I was doing. And then for the sleeping dogs, I'm basically trying to do every last mission before I continue with the story quest, because doing all of those missions and finding all of the items will make the game for me a lot easier to handle, especially the last stage of it, where it culminates figuring out the conspiracy, what's going on with the Red Pole. And then the last campfire, let's see, I just finished helping out the turtle, who's a chef, getting the ingredient, and he gave me something which I know is going to be useful somewhere along the way, all while trying to save the other little critters that are stuck. And I'm starting to theorize that I'm either in purgatory or I'm in something that's I don't know the whole story, to be quite honest. Oh, that's Lynn. Yeah, that's her.
Lynn. Okay.
Yeah, Lynn.
Because I was having a hard time figuring out who the hell she was.
Yeah, Lynn.
So I was thinking of Lucia.
Not Lynn. But anyways, the Last Campfire is a fun game. It's basically a puzzle game type of adventure. It does have a good story. And it does have it has a very chill and relaxing type of a game. A little humor here and there, but it's just too chill. And that's what I like about it. It gives me a moment to relax, and like after playing a police chase or trying to shoot down some few of gang members, and I'm all like, relaxing puzzle game with nice music and atmospheric stuff. Really cute characters, and at the same time, a really wholesome narrator.
Yeah, it's an uncomplicated game. I
is.
like it.
It is. And so, yeah, funny thing about this, when I did this recording, it took me 3 tries because for some reason my recording went up to only 10 minutes instead of the 30 minutes that I had recording stuff. So I was all like, something's going on with the recording system. So what I did was I decided to try to experiment with changing some few settings here and there.
Are you in London?
No, Hong Kong.
So. I was like, why is he on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah,
Okay.
this takes place in Hong Kong. You play as Wei, who's actually a undercover cop and trying to stop, and was given a job to take care of an organized triad gang known as the Red Pole. And there's a lot of history with some of the characters that he's with Wei. Especially with his close friend of his. And at first he was just doing his job, but as time passes by, he starts to have certain moments where his emotions kind of make cloudy judgments over whether he should still continue with his duty over or taking over the Red Pole. It becomes a very moral, ethical questions of when police officers go undercover, do they still keep their law grounded, or do they end up being a gang? And it does a really good way of doing the storytelling on this one.
So it's basically like the first Fast and the Furious movie.
In a manner of speaking, yes, but it's done in a way where it's kind of like one of those like Hong Kong / Chinese films, like Police Story and such like that, but just done in that kind of manner.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, it's just those 3 games I'm doing respectively. Wednesdays, you can see it at noon. I release the Sun Haven on Wednesdays, Sleeping Dogs on Thursday, and Saturday, Last Campfire. I'll give you guys up to date when I'm going to be streaming. Just trying to experiment a little bit more on the system and just trying to tweak things out. And I'll most likely do it on Rumble and Kick.
Okay, cool. No
That's it.
Twitch then, huh? You don't want to get banned for a week for saying something true?
I'm gonna get banned quicker there with how I am right now. Thank you very much. But believe me, when I was doing Twitch, I was playing it careful at that time, even though Chad was telling me I should have been more myself, and I'm like, I should, but trying to get just trying to get my rep, but now I'm realizing what he meant by what he said. But I'm like, I don't want to get booted out, just because I said the wrong thing, even though it's true. But so
Those
I'm
cars are just really fast compared to you.
yeah, the AI is so weird on this thing. It's I just don't understand why it wasn't going quick at the start, but there's some moments where I did finally get that moment where I finally managed to take over them. Oh, that wasn't pretty. But yeah, it's always the last one that gives me trouble, but I was able to get them eventually. But yeah, there's this game. Sleeping Dogs has fighting. Um has a fighting range, has a cop missions, to doing favors for people, buying stuff for your housing. There's customization with your clothing. There's like a lot of I like the preset ones, especially because it has oh yeah, that's where I got lucky, because the guy crashed there and now he's upside down and I'm like, yes, go go go. So
You can do it.
yeah, that's how I was like, go 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 go. But yeah, the presets close, they give you some bonus benefits. Sometimes they provide you better firing cover to reduce heat on police, better fighting, or there's one where Gokung, Son Gokung or something like that. Basically, he played the Monkey King,
Oh, okay.
and basically he has his own motorcycle and has his own fighting style as well.
Huh.
But yeah, I would recommend this game for anybody that's a fan of GTA, but with a bit of a Hong Kong style type of stuff.
That's right. This is on his way to Fast Girls right now.
Oh yeah, that's the mission where I basically escort these two girls to their home, and I ending up in a drag race. Even though I wanted to just get them home there, but they're like, one of them was going like, "No, I want you to race. I want excitement." I'm like, "Oh, she's those type of girls. Great." And and I'm driving my second in command car, and I
Your little
nearly
horsey
wrecked
right
the whole
here.
thing real badly.
Yeah, it looks like it's seen better days already.
Yes,
Yeah.
not this one, but once you'll but yeah,
Well, anyway.
What are you up to, Zio?
I don't know. So I haven't decided yet. We played this recently. It was boring. I'm probably never gonna play this again, to be totally honest. Like it was going for that whole lonely outpost thing, and it's like, yeah, you're definitely lonely out there, but the map is atrocious. It uses that antiquated stamina system, and I hate that system now. So it's like it's unnecessary in these kinds of games. So I kind of got bored, and yeah, I'm probably never gonna play this again. So I don't know what we're gonna play, because I'm probably gonna play this since I just downloaded it out of curiosity on Monday. And then Wednesday we can do Crimson Desert or Sunhaven. I don't know. I haven't decided. At some point we're gonna make good choices. Yeah, I just
Flip
don't
a
know
coin.
when we're
When
gonna
does
do
the
it.
tree game come out?
Do what?
When does the trees hate you come out?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, that there's been no announcement to my knowledge, but let's see. I have it on my wish list. Let me check.
Oh,
I
what
put
is
it on my
this?
wish list
Living
because
Forest.
it's supposed to come let's see. Trees hate you.
I know, but
And
this
it says
came up and it's
20
apparently free.
26.
Get Living Forest.
Oh, if you get it before April 13th.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's see. Trees Hate You. It
Trees
says only
Hate You.
2026.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it had an
Yeah,
actual date, did it?
Nope. The only have is a demo in the place called Ichiote or something like that. I don't know. That's what it was said. But
The
I
fact
have
that
on
the
my wish
trees
list.
shoot you.
That's so funny to me.
And I saw that, I was like, "Yep, I'm getting this game." Just,
Somebody needs to stream this. I need to watch somebody lose.
I'll do it.
when it comes out.
I'm gonna stream this game. Once it comes out, I'm gonna stream. It's gonna be one of those games that I'm gonna end up streaming it.
But anyway, so yeah, links for everybody, of course, are in the description down below. And this happened, or we stream this every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. My other streams on Monday and Wednesday, which are also at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So, yeah. And everybody else is down there streaming at their days.
Yeah, we are.
All right, everybody wave bye-bye.
We'll try.
Bye.
Bye-bye.